Take it away, Bob.
I was actually just doing some printing and waiting for it to stop so you guys didn't hear that, man. But now that it's not print, I figured you didn't want to hear it in the background, so
That's a fair point.
Appreciate it.
Would be an interesting
that would be the
background.
real reason of not starting. Cool. So,
Yeah, he's printing out a handout for us, because we could all use it.
No, I meant like notes for tonight, you jerk.
maybe we'll see.
When you accidentally hit print on Key3's notes.
Oh
Oh
no!
God.
Yeah, we still wouldn't be starting though.
Yeah.
Oh god!
I've copied.
5 weeks later in the mail, or no, not 5 weeks, but a few weeks later, we get something. Here you go. Open your mailboxes.
5 weeks
your address?
later.
It's also got you owe him because how much paper and ink it costed.
It's just like a little bill at the bottom. Send
Yeah.
out your
Have to
All
buy you a new ink cartridge.
Oh God, my new
Only
printer.
accept my mail and carrier pigeon form.
Would you need I think for her notes you'd have to have 6 of them.
We need a lot more than 6
Six
pigeons.
It
pages.
might take
You
more
could have
than
6
that.
sets.
Sided.
It's 6 sets. It's like 61 pages. If it's double-sided, you divide that by 2. You've
At
got
the end of the
like
campaign,
31
30 pages.
you just gotta publish your notes, Key3.
Oh dear God!
You need to do it on a dot matrix printer so the paper's all together. So you don't
Oh my
have to break it
God.
apart.
Oh my god, a scroll. Let's go for it.
One long scroll.
All right. So, if you guys remember from last week, you finished clearing up the hill giant's stead. You headed back to the Calling Horns and met with I always forget Langlock's wife's name, Dyra. And she was talking with a tabaxi that you haven't really seen before, but she recognized Zeph, or he recognized Zeph. I'm gonna do that all this whole time. Actually, I'm gonna keep on saying
It's okay.
I'm gonna keep on saying she.
You do you, friend. Whatever makes it easy for you.
He recognized Zeph, but Zeph kind of didn't really recognize
Hey, just say shim.
that much.
Shim. S-H-I-M. Shim. That'll work for
And then-
everything.
So you guys kind of explained what you were doing and attacking the giants, which he was very interested in, because he had gotten that same, particular mission, if you will, or was sent on that same quest. And then it evolved into some type of magical pissing match between Key3 and Langlock or something.
Yeah.
Not exactly sure what happened, but eventually it worked itself out, and you guys somewhat trusted Wisp, and it kind of helped that he presented a quick way to get back to your keep via teleportation scroll. So you guys brought him with you, and as of right now, there's seems to be a very small trust, but you're outside your keep, and Jeff, has let you in, and we ended basically with you guys just about walking into the keep. So Langlock, you didn't miss much.
We're just back
I
in the
like
castle.
how we didn't walk into the keep. That makes me nervous.
So, well, it took a minute for you actually to get a hold of Jeff when you got there. Jeff was seeming a little upset that
Jeff
you
was
said, yeah, we'll be right there, and then a day, 2-3 days later, you finally reached back out to her saying, yeah, we're on our way again.
Listen, we got sidetracked, all right?
So,
My way now.
And then we had a group hug. I'm pretty certain.
I
Could be
think
wrong on
I think we just ended right about where we're at here. Not Didn't
So I
really
remember
much
Keith
going in,
hugged
so-
Jeff, and Acker joined in, something like that. Or it
Jeff.
could- yeah. and
As
then-
an attempt
I
to
think Acker
mollify her. To be like, Jeff, don't hate me.
So yeah, that's kind of where we're at. You guys front gate of your keep with Jeff there, and I guess you just finished a group hug between Acker, Keith 3, and Jeff.
Jeff is mostly wheezy for the second.
How dare you?
No,
Jeff, the magnificent, best chief operating officer of any keep or company ever. You are the best, Jeff, and we might have accidentally got sent to deal with a giant keep the first time we tried to get home. Sorry, but we're back now.
Jeff just kind of looks at you and says, "Yeah, okay. Well, I guess come on in. We'll get you guys some dinner, breakfast. Breakfast, I guess it would be."
Did we need permission to go in the house? I'm just
No.
wondering from Jeff.
No, Jeff
Oh,
was
okay.
just
Okay, I just walk by and go to my room then.
okay. No, she was more or less just like I said, just pissed off and wanted to make you guys think there was something wrong.
Yeah. Rude.
Oh, Jeff.
I'll high five Jeff when I pass by.
Right. So Zeph kind of skirts in and just goes right to his room. It is morning time. You guys did wake up, and I think you had some breakfast at the Calling Horns, and then you kind of. I think you left the tavern before you teleported. I'm pretty sure you did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you just kind of teleported your way back here.
I introduced Jeff to our new engineer.
Yep.
Nah.
She's around.
After hired her, have fun with that.
It's kind of raise an eyebrow.
And I immediately go to the vault and start unloading.
All right.
Guess I'll start putting stuff in my chest. I don't know if I had a personal chest back here.
Could you give
Yeah,
me
you probably
access to the vault again?
Oh, that might have been where I'd put my money.
Let's see.
Called the keep
Oh,
funds
no.
and stuff.
Here's what I've got. What I left in. I have a stuff left in room.
You
part
should
in my
you should
notes.
under notes.
Yeah, I see.
Notes.
Under
Sorry.
the notes,
There
you
it
got
is.
vault gold.
Gotcha.
What are you guys doing with Wisp? You just kind of letting.
I guess I could be like, well, Wisp, welcome to our home.
Hey, we don't even know this person. We're just
No.
inviting him in.
I'm gonna lean
we
over
just
to
had
Langlock.
drinks with him.
No, hey, Langlock. You know, we are down Considious. We might.
Tavern.
Prove something of value. Wisp hasn't.
I mean, you know, we can give him a chance. No Zeph, that could be useful.
You guys
Yeah,
have this conversation
That
right
proved
now.
himself useful the day. Yeah, we're having this right in front of him.
Yeah. Okay.
We're just standing here watching.
Come now.
Why wouldn't we? It's me. When have I cared about offending people?
I'm not offended. It's fine.
I mean, you know, produce the teleport scroll got us here, so that's a little bit useful.
You've got feet. You've got feet.
Yeah. I mean, I was gonna ask everyone about this, but then they all just sort of went off on their own.
As we
Just kind of
do.
looks around and sees that we're the only
Yeah,
two.
you look around. Yeah, you definitely just see that. It's basically the three of you, as Key 3 has gone to the vault to unload. Bandon has gone to check up on crops and treehouse and the various things that he has situated in the zoo, for lack of a better term. Zeph disappeared to his room for a little while. And
I'm gonna come back and grab Wisp and say, "You got to try this stuff I just made." It's been like fermenting inside my my room.
Acker and Langlock are having this discussion, then suddenly Zeph just comes grabbing Wisp and takes
Yeah. So yeah, exactly.
Well, I
Alright.
suppose that solves our dispute.
If Wisp wants to go with Zeph, then yeah,
Oh
you
yeah.
guys are. You
Where
guys
you
seem
going?
like, you're in such a heated conversation and debate, if you will, about this that Wisp, as Zeph comes out, grabs Wisps and walks right by you guys as you keep on, having this discussion.
Sure, I love fermented things.
Yeah, it's a type of wine I made, and it's
Oh.
been fermenting for the last month.
Have to be in control of cleaning his litter box.
Oh dear.
We'll leave that in charge of Zeph.
You could take one of the rooms right next door, so I can smell when I need to change your litter box.
Acker's just gonna go up to her room and start putting her stuff away.
They told me to say that. They told me to say that. I swear.
It's just gonna have like a crooked smell. He's like, don't worry, I know how to use a toilet.
Let's see. Oh god, so many silver pieces.
Yeah, so you guys, you take the better part of the day to, unwind, unload, verify that everything's, there. Bandon, you check out your, said your awakened things, and they are sure enough, they're there. They are awakened.
Hey, is the money in the vault for like to pay the people around the keep and stuff?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Mostly, yeah.
I have some money I could throw in there.
How much you want to put in?
I could put like. Do you want 798 or 1,000 platinum? Which one?
Let's do the 798
Okay, you can
because
put
that's
that
a
in there.
fun, weird number.
Yeah, 2 away from a cool one.
You said right, and that's platinum or gold.
Platinum.
Cool.
I'm gonna be annoying. Who was the tinkerer that we had come here? I know it's been like a year, because you probably don't know off the top of your head. So whenever
Reed Cherry Cheeks.
oh shoot, you do know. I know, boy. I'm gonna go talk to Reed
Yeah.
Cherry Cheeks.
Yeah, if you look at in the notes, there's a Keeps Garden staff. I wrote it all down.
Oh
I
heck
made,
yeah!
Smart man
Yeah.
here.
I made sure to write everything down.
Bob's got it going on.
Yeah,
Well-
when we went through all this stuff to do it, I was like, yep, I'm going to start putting stuff down here so I don't have to remember. I even wrote down your engineer name from the last time. Nana Kiv is right there. So. But yeah, you had done to read Cherry Cheeks. Actually, it'd probably be more out inside of like in the townish area. You have the tavern has been erected. There's a couple houses up, but for the most part, most of the people are still in tents.
Oh.
So you'd find Reed somewhere out there.
Quick question. Do you think you could make could you make a reverse one that like I gotta crank my hand or something that you could put in like someone's jaw and like kind of slowly force their jaw open?
God.
What I didn't hear what you said initially.
I'm gonna ask him like, hey, could you make like a reverse bear trap type deal that you would like put on someone's
Oh.
head, like in
You're
their
talking
mouth?
like-
Yeah,
you're
like have a
talking
crank
like,
that I would pull, like a torture device. Like the
Yeah.
jigsaw thing.
That's
Yeah.
what I was gonna say, similar to Saw. Yeah, okay.
Hand crank one.
Kind of looks at you and I guess so. Dare I? No, I'm not gonna ask. Yeah, I mean, I guess I could. Not gonna ask why, but yeah.
You know why? Why would I be asking you to make it?
Don't want to know. It's probably gonna take me a week or so. But yeah, I can make that happen. I'm gonna need some, I'm gonna need some gold or some payment for the supplies and for my time.
Of course, I'm not gonna just make you do this for free. Also, I've got a couple more strange requests.
Of course you do.
I'm just gonna,
Always.
you know what? I'm just gonna pull out like a parchment. And I'm gonna start writing them down, like reverse weird bear trap. Something that like I could put on their thumbs and like slowly and like latch onto their thumbs and just yank them out of place and dislocate their thumbs.
Oh,
Yeah, you could have if you wanted something like that, you could have found something like that in the Giants torture room.
Pocketed that then.
Sure, you can say you have something like that. We'll call them thumb locks.
Yeah. Something that like a small ball or something that I could put in someone's mouth, and then once it's in their mouth, expand it really quickly. Could you make that for me?
Call those thumb screws. By the way, you found some thumb screws.
Actually, no. That's kind of like the same thing that I just asked him to make.
Yeah, you kind of.
Yeah.
So why? He kind of looks at you and says, tell you what, why don't you write this down and I'll do what I can."
Here you go for your time and your money. Don't really just keep this on the DL between me and you. Don't really tell Akra, because if she does, she's gonna be a pain. And
That's gonna cost a little more then.
is 10 platinum good for you? Are you happy with that?
Yeah, you see his eyes kind of get wide, but he quickly tries to make it look like he's not surprised and like that's enough. Yeah, that'll be more than enough. I can make this happen. It's gonna take me some time, but we can. Why don't you put them down on your list and what you want first, and I'll just work down the list.
You know where I live.
Yes, I do. Why don't you go? So go ahead and write down whatever you want, and I'll see what he can make for you.
Sweet.
And actually, there's something, before you go, we had a visitor to the keep. Was an interesting fella. He knew you guys. He's been around. He said he's seen you a few times, and he heard some rumors of some, there's some tower that you can. He said you could check out and might be able to find some stuff. And he gave me some of these notes, and he hands you some papers. And if you look over them, you see that it's some type of old notes from somebody named Penaro Quartztoil. I can type it in for you. He says, I don't know, I just thought that you might be interested in what this has to say.
You are a lifesaver. Read Ruby cheeks, and I'm gonna pinch his cheeks and
His cheeks are get a little redder than they already are.
And I'm gonna head back to the keep. I lied.
Okay. So yeah, just like I said, give me the list of whatever you're looking for him to buy or make, and I'll figure out what he can do. Is anybody else?
I think
Akra?
at some point Akra would go seek out Wisp and figure out what Wisp can do.
All right.
Probably knock softly on Zeph's door.
Okay. Abandon, are you good? You working?
Hello? Can you hear me?
Hey,
Oh,
yeah,
Yay.
we can hear him now. Yay.
Welcome back.
Yeah, Charter.
So yeah, I mean, so yeah, at this point you drop off what you need to drop off in your room, Acra, and yeah, last place you knew, Wisp was with Zeph. I suppose while Zeph and Wisp, are you guys just kind of hanging out and talking? It would have been about half the day has passed before Acra would have come down.
I have a
So,
lot of stuff that Bob
Yeah.
Yeah.
I put so much stuff in my notes.
I'm for
What
sure I
happened?
would have showed probably after we had some drinks and talked and tried to catch
Yeah.
up. Yeah, I would have showed him around.
Okay.
If I spot them on the way, then I'd just go up to them then.
Like, this
Sure.
is the courtyard. Hey, let's go back to my place.
The court, yeah, that's enough. We'll go.
Good.
Yeah.
Good walk, buddy.
Zeph doesn't know any other part of the place.
I would have showed Bandon Street because I was talking about it, thinking it's the coolest thing ever.
Yeah.
And all my awakened trees will all introduce themselves.
Yeah, they'd be ready.
That's not terrifying.
So
Oh, wait,
yeah, I mean, Acra and Zeph and Wisp, you guys kind of meet up somewhere in the keep courtyard, where wherever
No.
you guys deem is worthy meeting point.
Sure.
So, Wiz,
Mhm.
you said you were tracking down giants, and you got your hands on a spell of teleport, and I would probably think that that's magic you don't really see every day. So, what do you do?
I do a lot of things. I mean,
Yeah.
specifically,
A
is
little
this
bit.
exact
Like,
magic?
just like heft a shield over. Like, do you use shields? Like, drop a shield in your hands?
No.
No. All right, take the shield.
I don't think I'm gonna lift that, but I mean, I can. I don't have one, but I can. I prefer a rapier.
Hmm. Right.
Or anything else. I
I
have
mean,
claws. He does
Yeah.
the he flexes his hand and his claws in and out.
do you, I don't know, use magic then?
I do.
Ah. Like a wizard, like Langlock, or
No,
no?
he's gonna pull out his flute and he's gonna start playing it.
Just
And let me just
eyebrow raise.
check it real quick. And it creates a bunch of ethereal looking butterflies, so they're glowing colors and stuff. Like there's pink one and blue ones and stuff, just flying around in a 5-foot area or sphere.
I am so clapping my hands like a little kid, going, ha 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 ha, ha, this is awesome.
It's the most confused expression ever. So you
It's just
use magic through your flute?
through instruments. Sometimes I can sing, but let's not get into that right now.
All right.
I would demonstrate, but I like to keep it conservative. Don't want to waste magic.
That's understandable. Just figured I'd ask.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
So what do you do?
I'm a paladin.
Yeah? So you
Yeah.
do holy magic.
Yeah, I've got a little bit more innate ability.
Like?
I just look and see if there's like a target in like the courtyard. Is there one, Bob?
Yeah, not necessarily a target necessarily. You could probably find like a decent sized rock or something like that if you're looking.
All right.
You're like, Zeph, start running.
No,
Yeah, I mean, you could find something like say, like a rock or a small bush or something like that that you're purposely targeting. You know what I mean?
Excuse me.
I'll cast a ray of frost at it.
Okay, roll for attack.
Oh boy, I missed the bush.
Please don't hit me. I'm already cool. I don't need to be cold.
Oh hey, look
Oh,
at that!
yeah.
Almost a
Dead
crit.
on. Dead on.
Like that.
Oh, it's pretty solid.
Yeah.
Not like that rock. I mean, it's now frozen. You know.
And then does Zeph tell you what he does?
I mean, I assumed.
Look
Pretty
over at Zeph.
acrobatic.
I kick ass is what I do.
There you go.
Acro
And
slap,
punch
it.
pat him on the back.
I mostly punch a lot.
Huh? I wouldn't really on the wrong end of one of your punches.
I have fun. I don't like punching people, but they I don't want anyone hurting my friends here, so
Oh,
I do what I do.
That's a noble cause.
Yeah,
give
not
him
really.
another pat on the back.
Doesn't like punching people? What?
So, what about the one Key 3 talked about, the one that was talking about being a dragon slayer? Is that
That guy.
She told me he was just a tag along, but you seem to be having a heated argument on the bridge. I didn't know what it was about. Because then I got dragged past by Zeph, and then we had some excellent wine, by the way, Zeph.
Yeah.
Really good texture.
Thank you.
I mean, playing luck is tough to describe.
Well, she told me he was a tag along. You've been tagging
I
along
mean-
an awful long time if he's a tag along.
I mean, I guess. I mean, yeah, he tags along. I mean, he does wizardy things.
Oh.
He does them
Alright.
pretty well, but don't tell him he does them really well because then you'll never hear the end of it.
But isn't it nice to tell people that they're good at what they do? It's nice to hear that you're appreciated. Not. not here?
Looks down. Would be nice to hear that a little bit, you know.
I mean, you really blasted the shit out of that rock. Good job.
Mhm.
Did you like a pat on the back?
I really showed that rock who's boss.
Yeah. That rock is gone. And so, what does Key 3 do? That's her name, right? Key 3?
Yeah.
I think it's Key 3. Yes.
She stabs things really well. And she's able to get into
Duly
places
noted.
that and she's able to get into places a lot of us could not otherwise.
Yeah,
Sounds.
if you have a pocket full of money too, it's weird. When she's around, it's gone. It's strange. It's magic, I think.
Oh, she knows magic too! That's glorious!
Oh, no.
I'm sure it's just a coincidence. Seems like a lovely person.
Very the best.
And your big friend Bandon? The weed-
He
weed
summons
fella.
animals and transforms.
Transforms. I grow weed.
Just hear it from the background.
He just appears.
As Bannon comes up from one of the stairs to he gets done dropping what he wants to
Yeah.
drop off at the vault.
So gross.
Yeah.
The last of his worries is to get his money.
I
out.
am
He
very
has
interested in
animals.
hearing about this weed.
Same.
Yes. I give you a sample. You can have a sample.
Oh, I'd love a sample. I love sampling things. Is this sample free? Gotta be checking. Sometimes samples aren't as free as you think they are.
All the best things are free.
I agree. What? Free?
Amazing.
Bannon, is this one of your special ones that that has any guidance in it, or is it just the regular?
Oh, do you want the special blend?
Oh god.
It's best to taste things that are simple and pure first before you experiment with other things.
Hey, suit yourself.
Solid.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty good. Some pretty good stuff.
This
Has,
is the best weed I've ever smoked.
Has
Not
Wisp
smoked a lot of
ever
weed.
has Wisp ever had any before?
Uh,
I mean, is that
Yes.
something that Wisp would? Yeah, okay. Then yeah,
he's
so it's
definitely
pretty
had
good
some
then.
back at his hometown.
Okay, yeah, then it's definitely pretty good. You know, some of the best stuff you probably had.
This would sell great on my island. I'm telling you.
Ooh,
Best weed ever. And they smoke a lot of weed out there.
we have a growing business, don't we, Keith?
Yes, a fine business, I say, walking up.
As Key3 comes walking up.
Oh, you just guys pop out of the woodwork. Actually, it's stonework. I don't see a lot of wood.
We
here.
live here or something.
Oh yeah, you won't say.
Yeah.
At this point,
I
Langlock,
have like a,
you're probably coming in as well.
I'm heading straight to the tavern and looking for my dwarven buddies.
Oh yeah, they're there. What do you do? What's your wife doing?
Coming, I don't know. Probably coming with me and talking about like, hey, where do I live? What do I do?
Okay, just kind of catching up again. You know.
Yeah.
Still okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, so your dwarven buddies would be at the tavern if they're somewhere there. It's about the only place to hang out.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Continue, guys, your conversations.
I don't think
So
your
I've been
wizard
doing
friend likes me that
inventory.
much, by the way.
he doesn't like many people.
I just get
Don't
the
worry.
distinct feeling I do get a different sense of things, how things are. But I don't think he likes me that much.
Like, I mean, nah. You know, he just has a very strange way of showing his friendship, and the sooner you get to accept that, I mean, you're still going to be mad, but you know, you'll get over a little bit.
I mean, it's so nice of you guys to be taking in a stray like this. It's so heartwarming, really.
Pretty cat.
Oh God.
It's the least we could do. You did help get us here.
I wasn't talking about me. I was talking about your tag along. But thank you for that
Tag
too.
along.
Yeah? I mean, I would expect nothing has changed from that story.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. What did you say?
I said I would expect nothing has changed from the story. He's like, you're like, yes, our tag along.
Our tag along. And I mean, you know what? Yeah, I would keep milking this as long as I could. Yeah. The poor man. And I mean, we finally reunited him with his wife, and I can't wait to kill his in-laws. Oh,
You know, it's such a strange statement, but I feel like there's a story that I don't need to know right now.
and that is exactly correct.
Solid. We'll just save that for a rainy day, why don't we?
So
Thank
yeah,
God it's sunny outside.
at this point, Jeff kind of comes up to you guys, since you know there's a decent amount in the courtyard of the keeper, you know, in the dining room, wherever you guys decided that you're having this conversation.
We're just walking around the castle, you know.
Just
casual.
kind of walking around. Okay. Yeah. So Jeff,
Dang.
Jeff kind of comes up and she says, well, now that you guys have some time to settle, there was a few people that have stopped by, looking for assistance. We've had a couple messengers.
Okay.
New customers?
I don't think they were customers. One of them was a message from a lady, Horthal Vane.
Lady Horthal Vane.
Yeah, okay, here it's right here. She's calling. She's heard about your guys' exploits in Neverwinter, and she's hoping that you can. She's requesting a party of you all at your earliest convenience. She said you'd be well paid. She even sent a small advance to help pique your interest and get you there of 100 gold. And yeah, she wants you guys to go to the town that she lives in, which is the town that I can't find the guy. Silvery Moon.
Silvery Moon.
Well, LOL.
I'm gonna put this in yellow highlight because that's probably important. So
You wanted to meet us at 4? I think I've forgotten if you did.
I don't
has
think
she?
so.
No, you've never heard this.
And she said she wanted us to meet up at a party?
No,
she wanted a
Party
request.
she's requesting a party.
She's requesting our party.
Right.
That's fair. I don't think it's
I want
like
a party.
party.
Listen, if it's a noble party, actor's probably gonna be annoyed coming.
Wherever we go, it's a party.
Oh, it's also true. I mean, yeah, we could probably do that. That might be like the next place to go. Unless
Who
there's
else has come by? Jeff,
Oh, yeah.
tell me everything, El Jefe.
Yeah, it is nice when you get told everything. Anyway,
Oh,
I love her. Wow.
Feeling a bit of
she-
hostility.
she's kind of a spitting image of you, remember? So
Except blue hair.
there's also been some announcements of some type of challenge that's going to be happening. Somebody by the name of Igor Larionov.
That's quite a name.
I'll go ahead and type in. Yeah. He's some type of adventurer that like to tinker and make make inventions and things like that, and he's offering up his latest and greatest invention as a prize for a race through his specially built challenge dungeon.
offering up.
What's his price?
It doesn't say. It says it's his latest and greatest invention.
Sounds
And
like a trap.
it's
Fuck,
going to
I'm
take
lost
take
between-
place in the town of Penthill.
Penthill.
It says sometime next month.
So we have time for that.
And,
Theoretically.
yeah, I mean that's all. That's all. That's it. That's what's come by. Somebody else had stopped by and it snapped McCracken. He stopped over. You guys weren't home. But he did have very some type of keen interest with Reed Cherry Cheeks. And one of you guys may want to check with him and see what he was
I
doing.
immediately run to the Tinkerer. I leave everything.
I figure,
I-
yeah, as Jeff is constantly still saying, I figure, yeah, okay, just go ahead. See you later.
It's like, this is probably important, and we'll follow along.
So
I don't know what's
had
going
meet.
on.
Yeah. So
Like,
The
who's all-
hell's a
who's all
snap
Russ-
to Kraken?
Keith 3 ran, Acra ran, Zeph.
Sorry, just got back. And what was that for?
Snaps McCracken apparently visited Reed Cherry Cheeks, your tinkerer.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, I'm gonna go.
And Wisp is all by her. Abandon, what are you doing?
I don't know. I guess I might just be curious, just kind of follow along, but I'm not really that interested.
Yeah, so Wisp, Acra, and Keith 3 kind of dart quickly, and Zeph and Bandon kind of slowly follow behind.
I wouldn't leave Wisp because I know.
I'll follow. I'm just
Yeah.
Right.
pondering out loud. The hell's a Snaps McCracken? It sounds like a sea monster. What's it doing on land?
Yeah. Yeah, Jeff kind of just stands and fine. I had nothing else for you. Okay. Just goes back to her business.
As I'm leaving, I'll just bow and be like, "Thank you for letting us in."
You just hear you should teach manners to the other ones.
Maybe they'll absorb it by association.
Not likely. And then you're too far
Off
away
the
by now to,
distance.
yeah.
Whistle just shrug and catch up to Zeph.
So you guys kind of go barging into the tent of Reed Cherry Cheeks, and he's kind of looks flushed as it is. Yes?
Snaps McCracken. What did he want?
Well, Langlock was in here earlier, and I gave him all the notes and everything that Stamps wanted.
Well, now use Hesperus to cast Locate Object.
What are you gonna locate?
Oh, Langlock wears his tooth necklace.
Yeah, it's probably within 1,000 feet of you. It's toward the tavern.
And I just leave again.
Here we go again, and follow right after.
Yeah, and similar again. Reed just kind of sits there as and okay, and just kind of turns and continues whatever.
So you're
he's-
saying as soon as me, Bannon, and Zeph show up,
That's exactly what
they're
I was gonna
running.
say. You guys just get to the tent, and next thing you know, Keith 3 and Acker right past you guys again. It's almost like if a cartoon they'd run by and you guys spin, and then you end up in the same direction that they were running.
I've got quite a lot of energy to.
You guys follow them, or
Sure. We're not really. I don't think we'd be following at any good speed. We'd just be kind of chatting and
Right.
Yeah.
smoking.
Cheers. Yeah.
It's like, how did you start this weed business? It's so good.
You have to do it. You have to do what you love.
That's a good philosophy. I like you.
you guys, it's even though you're kind of doing this slow pace, you guys see that clearly that Acker and Keith 3 kind of go toward the only building in your little village town outside of the keep, and that's kind of put two and two together. That's what they're. Acker and Keith 3, you guys kind of get into the tavern, and Langlock is there with with his two dwarf buddies that he had found, and they're just kind of having a good time. I'm assuming giving each other shit this whole time.
I am hammered.
Oh boy.
Like a bottle of rum that's only got like 20% left in it.
I don't know if
And we are singing drinking songs.
Yeah, and
Have we seen
Dyra
Drake
is
sing like before?
Dyra's actually she's drinking some with you. She's not as drunk as you probably, but but she's finally feeling this like safe and seeing you cut loose a little bit, so she's cutting loose a little bit as well. So yeah.
I like motion to key three for key three to lead the way.
Run up to Langlock.
Follow behind her.
He's sloshed.
Yeah, he's hammered.
Water drinking songs away.
It's like, Langlock, Langlock,
Runner.
what notes did you get from the Tinkerer? Notes from the Tinkerer. What were they?
I haven't read any of them. There's a dude.
Apps, can I have them?
No, this one's definitely from Paneral Cortal. Cortisone.
If he's holding them out, I'll take them.
Holding one.
I will take it.
Okay, yeah, you see that on there. It has something, something along the lines of different like I guess that one you grabbed probably it have like different plans of different different thing, magical item crafting things. It kind of looks like this one looks like it's probably some type of crossbow. Actually, this one would probably look more like it's like a ball that looks like it kind of hard to tell. Roll an intelligence check, I guess, as you're looking at them. Yeah, you're able to kind of put two and two together, and it looks to be some type of like a flash grenade or something like that. Where you kind of light an end of it and you throw it, and it just kind of exude this bright light. Then you can kind of see, like in the bottom, almost like an artist would sign his thing, his drawings, sign, and you can see that it says Panaro Quartz Toil. But that's about all you get from that particular notes.
Interesting. What are the rest?
Can't
There's
you
more.
read the names? That doesn't say snaps. That says Paneral Cortisone.
You know what? If I could read it, definitely would say that. But it's not from. It's not from this dude. Gave this. Oh my god! I just. He took it out of the note.
Sure, you've seen it.
Really blatant, but I still do it.
Go ahead and roll a perception check. You would have disadvantage to the Langlock because you're pretty drunk.
Nice smashed.
Oh,
Yeah. Surprisingly, Langlock, is he seems to be still aware of his senses pretty well, but Keith, you're able to, kind of tell him some type of dumb dad joke, and he starts laughing. Quick reach into the pocket and snag it, no problem. What do you?
Table, and I start reading.
Okay.
Like table and bar, read it.
Sure. So there's a couple different notes that just, like I said, show some different. However, you get to like some notes that kind of start talking about like different shipments and things like that. And the one thing you keep on, the one thing that you keep on seeing is the name of a city. Let's see the name of that city. Just looking for my notes again. Stand by. I've put together a few different notes for today, so why can't I freaking find it?
When Wisp
Sorry.
walks in, I'm gonna look at the bartender and go, and get some milk for the cat.
Oh my god.
I'm just gonna start laughing again.
Would be great if you just deadpanned and went, "I'm lactose intolerant,"
Amazing.
but I rolled well, so we're not even gonna say anything. All good.
So the city would be Ordulin, Ordulin. And it just keeps on talking about different, like different things like that be going in and out of that town. It seems like notes that would be would be good for a tinkerer. But yeah, I mean, other than that, there's not a whole hell of a lot.
So I'll go over to key 3. So out of the 3 things that we learned, I'm getting a feeling that Lady Vane is the most important and pressing issue.
Yeah, probably.
No, she did say at your leisure. She wasn't.
At our leisure.
Yeah, it didn't seem like it was.
But if this is a problem
No.
that a queen is asking us about,
Not a. It
A
was just a
queen.
lady.
Come now.
lady, a lady is asking us about. I mean, that's at least a title and conveys some.
He's got a title.
Do
I've got 40, but you've got one.
Defender of the realm.
Sobered up quick.
right?
That's out of character. Out of character.
Yeah, but I mean, one is happening in the next month, and one is just random magical doodlings. So she has some kind of thing she needs us to deal with.
We can
And you
always
guys-
like
you
send
guys also-
something to ask for clarification.
You guys also recall that you do have, a map of another giant place, and
Yep.
there is some type of report out for figuring out what's going on with these giants as well. So I'll tell you out of character, what I've done is I kind of started realizing I was giving you guys only one way to go. So I figured I'd create a couple different ways for you guys to go and choose from them.
Okay.
Give you guys some
Cool.
choice. So
All right.
And we did keep Catboy around for the giants. But like, because we were gonna kill giants.
True.
Yeah.
and yeah,
You got that sword that hates giants.
and Wisp, you would, Wisp, the only thing you really want to do is go after the giants, because that's kind of what you're around for right now. That's kind of what you got, got you going with them.
Yep.
So
It's kind of my thing right now. Giants. Can't, till they're boring.
Gonna
How
stagger up
often
to
does that
key
happen?
3 and just to you and ask to have a note, one of the notes back. I got an idea. I think I can call him. I got. Trust me. Whenever I'm wrong, I'm never wrong. I'm right. I'm always right.
How about in the morning?
It'll take a little. Take a little bit.
Morning.
When am I gonna let this die? I'm never gonna let it go.
Oh, look, a squirrel. Give me 1 second. It takes a minute. Ugh, that's annoying. I dislike this. I'll take one that doesn't have any actual pertinent information on it, like a design. I'll
Sure.
hand it to him.
Yeah, this design would have, I suppose, the least, I guess the one I told you initially, like the interesting of designs. You know, there's a design of, you know, some type of like automaton looking creature. There would be like a design for different weapons, you know, like a repeating crossbow is probably in there. Then you probably have a design of some type of quiver, maybe that would be able to hold some, you know, more arrows and allow the user to quickly reload them somehow and shoot quickly. So
Just some cool
I'll hand
ranged
the
items.
quiver one. The quiver
yeah.
one. Yeah.
To which one? The quiver?
Quiver, yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna clear my throat and just and sniffy snappy snaps and a kraken. The magic items were lacking. Oh, I know you're here, but I want you to be near. And I'm gonna look around and see if you just.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you're looking around. Everyone else is like, the hell? And nothing happens.
Oh, it was worth a shot. Maybe he was listening. And then note back and go back to drinking with my dwarves.
I sure was entertaining.
Something.
So,
Yeah.
So yeah, you guys are probably now running around. It's, you know, you're getting late evening or so after the meeting, you know, talking with Wisp and doing this running around and, and checking stuff out. It seems like Zeph is having some drinks and Cool might be having a little bit, but
Just one.
yeah, just one. So what you guys like to do? I mean, we've already killed half the day
Do we
dropping
have
stuff
a-
off.
Group planning session. of
We
what
can
we're
do
gonna
that.
next.
Let's
What
do that
time
when
is it?
we're all sober.
Oh,
Yeah.
good point.
Do we have a private booth in this bar?
Yeah,
We
yeah.
say
I mean,
we do, we do.
it's your bar. Yeah, you have what you want.
Yeah, I'll walk back to the private booth.
Essentially, yeah. Whatever
and
Key
sit.
3 designed, I guess she has designed for. So
I
I
mean,
would
this
say
was specifically made as a
probably-
gift to Zeph. So, like, it's like whatever he could possibly want is hopefully in this.
yeah,
There's
you
like a
probably would have actually.
Stage.
Yeah, there's definitely a stage. There's
A ball pit.
I would say you guys actually have not probably not a ball pit. You would actually
Aw.
have built in your own, you know, room that has whatever. I don't think you came up with it yet, but whatever the Bowie symbol is on it, that only allow, you know, it's only for you guys.
It's got a
and-
rope in
and-
front and a guard that just lets
Yeah.
people in.
Sure, if you want, if that's what you want in front of it. I mean, it's. We'll say for the sake of this, a little more. Yeah, make a little more sense. There's, you know, it's locked, and each one of you guys have gotten a key at one point or another. Anyone that's a part of Bowie has gotten a key. That key, I guess, Key 3 and Bannon determine who gets a key.
I'd probably just lose my key.
Okay. Bannon doesn't have one anymore. So, but yeah, you guys would have a place to go. Yeah, again, with the tavern was just something that we built. We haven't played it out, so this would
Yeah.
be one of those things that as long as it makes sense, I'll allow it, and you guys are good.
Don't worry, give me and Key 3 like one night. We'll design it. We'll make sure there's a
One
pool.
time
on
when
the
we're
top floor.
bored.
Right. When you design it, I'll approve. the
All
design.
right.
There's not going to be a pool on the top floor.
Why not?
That says in really bad handwriting, "No boys allowed." What?
Yeah,
What are you talking about?
yeah.
Come on, Bob. You're shutting down the best ideas here.
Well, the ideas that wouldn't work, I'm shutting down.
Wow.
Jacuzzi on the floor. What about a floor level jacuzzi?
That would make more sense because there's not a ton of the weight is on the ground, not 3 stories up in a place that's built by hand. with no power tools.
What are you talking about? It was totally reasonable.
So yeah, you guys can head into that room as you see Wisp starts strumming his lute and complimenting on your nice castle in the startup village. As I said, this is the only building that's been built so far. Most, maybe a couple small houses, but most everything is still in tents. But you can see that it's definitely the fledgling town or fledgling village that you guys have been hoping for and shooting for.
We're gonna call our town.
Haven't decided yet. Yeah.
I'm gonna pull out my
Why
dulcimer
can't you run
and
our
play.
village?
Okay. So at this point, Wisp and Zeph are just kind of hanging out on stage playing. Unless you guys are just in the middle of the floor playing, that's fine too.
Why not? There's a stage.
I'll
We
do
don't
it while
need
I'm.
that.
Yeah, I'll do it while I'm walking around. Everybody that's in there
Fair enough.
singing songs. I'll just make up songs while I'm looking at everybody about that person.
But
Gotta do it now.
Well, you are the ugliest person I've seen. And looking over you, you look really mean. I think I need to go before I pee my pants. All right, peace out. I gotta go pee. That's it.
The entire show right there.
I just put a list of stuff that we have in the future potentially in the Discord. You don't have to talk about it now. I just wanted it.
okay.
Current list of future options.
Literally.
I
Yeah,
added in
sounds-
number 5 because it's near and dear to my heart.
Around for the music, because I didn't realize it was coming through my headphones at first. What is that?
I just found it when they were talking about playing it. I haven't even really listened to it, so it's just called Pirate Tavern music. So yeah. So what would you guys like to do?
I'll hobble over to Key 3 and be like, hey Key 3. Why? Oh shit. You should run in most of our village. Have tents.
Great.
And I'm just gonna fall down.
Once he's done laughing, I'll help him up and set him
Langlock,
back.
roll a Constitution save. Yeah, so you fall down. You don't pass out. It takes you a little bit to get up. You're still somehow awake after all that you've drank, and I'm assuming you're still drinking out of that bottle.
I got my second one by now.
Oh boy. Okay.
Oh, no.
So what are you guys doing then?
Guess Akron would get a few drinks if everyone's just sitting around and drinking, having a good time.
Yeah, Zeph has already purchased some.
At one point, just talk to Jeff about keeping an eye on Wisp and whatever room he ends up in.
Okay.
Just keeping an eye. No.
Jeff's yeah, I can do that. It's kind of my job, but yeah, I'll do that.
Specifically, all right? I love your sass. This is great. Keep it up.
You do your
Yeah.
job.
Yeah, again, it's spam into Yuki 3, so
Lover.
yeah, but fair enough. You tell Jeff just to be sure, absolutely sure.
Oh, Hefe wears stripes. She turns to El Refe. And I start laughing
Oh, God. So the night goes on. You guys, are you just spending the night in the tavern having drinks, or?
I think so. And we'll plan tomorrow.
Once Akra's had a few drinks, she'd probably go back to her room and. I don't know what she'd do. But she'd just go back to her room and like read a little bit.
Okay.
30 minutes after Akra goes to her room, I would sneak up with my dwarven buddies and like put something. Oh,
Before you get a chance to do that, you need to roll another constitution. You're drinking pretty heavily. I mean, I'd love you to do this, but I mean, to be fair, you're heavily drinking, and you're pretty freaking drunk. If you are walking around, your dwarven buddies are more or less carrying you, and you're just kind of telling them what to do.
I'm fine with that.
So they're like you're like picture you're leaning on them, and they're just dragging your feet along. But they're having a good time.
Don't you mean his knees are on the ground because he's like 6'7"?
Exactly. Your knees, they're dragging, but they're strong enough, and they're just as drunk as you are and having a good time compared to the last time you guys met. They're gonna go with it. So go ahead, continue with what you were gonna do.
I'm gonna needle saran wrap or like something clear.
Okay.
Oh.
I want to put it in front of the door at her head level or so. So she'll open her door and just smack right into it.
You would try to think what you could find to use.
Not something
I guess
that I could.
It would be
something I can trick her with.
I mean, your best bet would be like I guess a piece of parchment that's thinned out, or like some leaves of some sort. Shit, I don't know what the hell.
Oh, I'm gonna saran wrap.
A rope in front of her door, at her feet, so she'll trip over it.
Sure. Yeah, if you want to do that, that's easy enough.
Perfect.
Are you trying to do this quietly?
Yeah.
So
I know I'm not gonna be able to do it quietly.
Yeah, so
but I'm gonna get it down.
roll a stealth check with disadvantage -5.
Oh man.
11.
So
My
11.
passive here's the.
Yeah, Akra, you know something's going on outside. You can hear basically what you're hearing is if you picture when your friend, you get the drunk friend or the kid, and they go and then you hear Langlock laugh every once in a while, and so something's going on outside your door, and you know that Langlock and the two other voices you're not 100% familiar with, but
yeah.
But it's just like, what? She'll never know. We're gonna do this just like that, and
just gonna, while this is going on, set down whatever book I was reading, walk over to the door, and just open it, and have this very inquisitive look as to what they're doing.
Okay, so you open the door, and what you see Langlock on his knees, kind of half tilted to the right, with just barely holding his tilted to the left, barely holding his right shoulder up so he doesn't fall over onto the ground, and he's just kind of haphazardly working on some type of knot. It looks like he found a loose nail or something to tie it to, with another dwarf, one of the dwarfs on the other side, doing the same thing, and the other guy's supposed to be the lookout. And he's kind of just watching them. He looks up slowly, goes, hey, guys.
I'm gonna try to pull him down and press up against the wall.
So yeah, accurate. That's exactly what you see. Is you see Langlock kind of dips kind of behind the door, where if you're standing and looking out in the hallway, you wouldn't be able to see him, but because you're kind of at the doorway, you can just kind of see, his his nose and his arms and legs, and his legs are just sprawled out in the front in front of him. So.
I don't know how to react to that. Just gonna stand there at the doorway.
He's so confident.
Then close the door and go back to what I was doing. And remind myself to cut that before I go to bed.
Yeah, I'd say Langlock, you probably think you got away with it.
His jokes say you probably did.
Good work, guys. Good work.
I kind of wanted before he rolled away. I was gonna say boo, but no, they jump away, and I'm just like, oh.
So while that's going on, anybody else do anything?
You know, just chilling in the tavern with Zeph, talking about how you guys never discussed if I could sleep in the castle or not. I can sleep out in the courtyard, it's fine.
If you want, if one of the rooms are empty next to me, I would say take it. That's what I pretty much joined the group and they didn't even really ask anything of it. So I just grabbed the room. So I would say go ahead.
This is a fair point, yeah.
Looks at Zeph. I wish I had your confidence. I don't think I could ever do that.
Nah, I don't care. I go in and just help myself most places. People never question it. It's weird. I don't know. Maybe I got that friendly face.
That was a bit odd. Yeah. But I can sleep under the stars for the night. It's fine.
Okay.
I'm sure we'll talk about it in the morning. I think.
You guys start hearing. You hear some in the background. You know, kind of out in the forest area, and you guys realize that Bannon's no longer. So you kind of get an idea that that's him.
I'm assuming that's your friend. Right?
You talking to me? Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So I believe at this point it's just Zeph, Wisp, and Keith in the tavern. Langlock, but when you're
That's
done
a
with
while
that,
ago.
you're probably
Yeah,
going to pass out. Oh, did that happen? I don't know if that stuff happened a
I
while
think
ago.
Keith is planning. I think she said in her room or something.
Sounds like on the way back to the bar, we just didn't make it there.
Yeah, right. You can
Setting
you
up our
probably end up
secret room.
you
Um,
probably end up passing out like in kind of huddle around the big throne in the throne room area, in the dining room area.
Once I can tell that they've left, I'm just gonna open the door and undo the knot. Take the
Alright.
rope.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah. So anything
And-
else in particular you guys want to do then?
Wait, hold
Oh,
on.
Go ahead.
I have an idea. Once they've left, I'm gonna head down to Langlock's room.
Oh,
I'm gonna do
God.
the same thing. I'm gonna do the same thing.
Okay. Fair enough.
Tiny hole.
You what?
Go to my room, Mom.
So yeah, Zeph and Wisp, you guys want anything in particular at night, or the rest of the night, or just guys hang out and eventually head back?
Yeah.
I'm going to actually show her my scroll that I got.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So
Or
Zeph,
him. Sorry, him.
have you actually read that scroll? Zeph has read it, right? Yeah, Zeph read it.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I've talked with Zeph about it. We don't know the 100% details on it, but do you want Zeph? You can tell her, give her the idea of what it is if you want, or just by private messaging, or I can just tell him right now.
You can go ahead and just say, because I don't remember what
Okay.
we talked about.
It's basically it's something along the lines. Like I said, I haven't figured out all the details of what exactly it's in there, but it's something along the lines of Zeph's heritage, if you will, or kind of parts of his family, and where he,
So it's like a family tree scroll.
not
kinda?
not quite that detailed. It's kind of a
Okay.
loose
It's
like a loose family
connect the dots
tree,
with
if you will.
missing dots.
Exactly. It's got a name, in it that keeps on repeating that Zeph assumes that that's part of who he is. I would imagine, Zeph, have you told her at this point that you don't remember, or told him at this point you don't remember anything?
Nope, I just randomly pulled out the scroll
Okay.
because we were in my
So
place.
yeah,
and I showed.
it definitely is weird for you. You don't really understand what it means, and yeah, like you said, it's like a connect the dots, but there is a name that keeps on repeating, like a family name that keeps on repeating.
Okay.
But yeah, it's kind of odd for you because you just get shown this scroll.
You know, I give it a good look over and like tilt my head to the side, my ears flop over as I look at it, my tail twitches in thought. You know, I have absolutely no idea what this means, but this name keeps reappearing all over this thing. Feels like there's stuff missing here. What is it?
I don't know. I was thinking the
Oh.
same thing.
Well, you know, we'll have to find out what it means, because, wow, this is confusing. I like flip it upside down to look at it. Just
Yeah. I mean, it's just a scroll with this, with that on it.
Yeah, I was partying with my other group,
Sorry.
and I took them along, and we got it.
What did you say?
He was with his other group, and he was with another group, and they got it for him essentially.
Oh.
I don't know if you probably didn't see it. It was a one shot that
Zanglok and
Zakra. They were all gnomes.
No, I did not see that one.
Yeah, so essentially they were all gnomes. There was Zakra, there was Z3, Zansidius, Zandin, and Zanglok. And they all went out. Zeph essentially hired them all and went to find anything they could about him. Zeph got the inkling, I think, looking through a book in a library or something, that this particular mansion might hold some key to who the hell Zeph was. And so he hired him and sent them out, and we did a one shot.
It's pretty great.
Yeah, it was pretty fun.
Oh boy.
Nature domain.
Obviously, Wisp wouldn't know that. This is just to give you that background, so you have
Yeah,
an idea
no, that's
where this is
great.
coming from. So.
I'm like, where did this even come from?
Yep.
What
I still have
was
to
that?
work out the details. So
What was repeating over and over again on his scroll?
it's some type of family name. Like it's kind of just a family name. There's some details of, it's like their different properties that they had, and their different, the different stuff that they had.
Okay, I thought you said 9, not name.
No names, like a family name.
That makes
I mean,
more
if
sense.
we could find a library, maybe we could research it, but I'm pretty sure you guys don't have one built yet. And even if you did, I don't think there'd be many books in there.
Actually, there has been
A
zero talk
library.
of library.
We do actually. Second floor. Where Bandon killed the desk.
Yeah. We made.
But I'll keep my eye out for this name here. Insert whatever it says.
Yeah.
I know that I at least have like a bookshelf in my room, if I recall correctly. It's been a while since I've seen my room.
I don't
Okay.
think we'd have anything that would help with this.
No, I doubt it either, but just saying we have it.
After that, I give him back the scroll. They're like, if there's any way I can help, just let me know.
Yeah, I'll show it to everybody else when they ask. They never asked.
Yeah, I saw it and didn't say a damn thing.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Zeph.
I don't even think Akra would remember about that at this point.
I didn't even know you had it.
No, you guys all know that he had it because the gnomes had came by and just kind of took off running. He grabbed the scroll and took off running with it.
Well,
I'm saying IRL, like I didn't know he had it.
yeah, I
okay.
told them the story kind of thing, and then I was just like, "Hey," and I got this scroll, and I just turned around and started walking back to my
Yeah, he just
my room.
walked away.
Right.
And we were all just like, oh, okay, bye.
Yeah, basically.
6.
after that, there would be. I don't think there would be a lot to talk about.
Yeah, you guys have been talking most of the day because that's nobody
Yeah,
really else
so-
has. Here, why don't you go ahead and write down key 3 in your notes? This would be the name that keeps on being repeated. Mikhav. It's the last
Gotcha.
name.
Let me that again.
Mikhav.
Yeah.
When he goes running a lot, he grabs his leg and says, "Ow, Mikhav hurts."
Oh,
With
my
that, I'm gonna run up real quick and
God.
grab something else to drink. So if you want to take a quick, should we take a quick 5 minutes?
Yeah. Quick 20-minute break after that joke.
I thought
I
you
need
were.
time to recover from that one, guy.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna say
Bye.
Nazavet that we're gonna leave it there for the night and call it a night. I was waiting for you to say that.
Hour and a half in,
Yeah.
we're done.
But we're done.
We've accomplished what we need to get done.
I'm
Goodbye.
officially stepping down as the dungeon master and leaving.
You let off. This is all your fault.
All right, I'm gonna go get something to drink too.
Same.
Me too.
Fine, just all
the
leave,
water.
and I see how it is.
All of my liquid requirements met for the evening.
I can't wait for Langlock to wake up in the morning, go down to his room. It's like, what is this robe doing here?
I'm pissed that you went down to my room.
Yeah?
Langlock, I'm like, yeah, what?
And you came up to my room, so
Room?
didn't touch anything, so you know. Didn't see any secret plans or anything.
No reason to hold a grudge over it. Grudge, period.
Well, you know what? If they're all away, I guess I'm just gonna go grab a Fanta.
All right, I'm back. Yeah, I lost my glasses on a tubing lately, and they dry my. You got to get up early for work again tomorrow.
Yeah. Usually me at 6.
Okay.
They consistently schedule you on the same day when you tell them not to.
It's 7 next week. And they also scheduled me on Monday when I said, hey, if they hadn't scheduled me on a Monday yet. So I'm like, oh, cool. I'm just going to go to Mex on Monday. Monday. I'm like, God fucking damn it. Tuesday.
So you lost your glasses on a tubing trip?
Yeah, I had them hooked. I took them off, and they were on the tube. Somebody had flipped it, and it was gone. They were gone.
Oh, they're gone forever.
Oh yeah. I
Oh, that's
tried to
your
search for 'em.
3,000 years from now, someone's gonna be digging in that dried up riverbed it's in. Gonna
Right.
find them.
Right. So yeah.
first mistake is bringing your glasses along.
Yeah, I like to be able to see.
Man,
Why?
I too love seeing.
Get better vision. Simple.
And that's what the glasses are for. Yeah, it was probably pretty dumb. I should have wore contacts during the trip, but it's all right. I'll get some more.
Roommate, and he didn't find out he was legally blind in one eye until he was 19 and joining the Navy. And they were testing his vision, and they were just like, "So you said your vision's fine?" And he's like, "Yeah." And he goes, "Have you ever had it checked?" And he goes, "Well, you're legally blind in your left eye." And he goes,
The
How
heck?
did he get a driver's license?
the person, he goes, that's what he asked. He goes, "Well, the person looked at like my results, and then looked at my address and goes, 'You're not from around here, are you?' And he goes, 'No.' And he goes, 'Oh, okay, here you go,' and just gave me my license. So I figured my vision was fine."
All right.
Wow.
He goes, "Yeah, no, I didn't know you were supposed to see like the individual leaves on the tree. I just thought you were supposed to see like a green mess."
No.
It was funny.
Also, I'm back. I'm just eating.
I just got back.
My liquid nourishment.
Who are we still waiting on?
I'm here.
And we
I'm
heard
here
you
too.
say
I'm always
Man.
here watching.
Is Ben in here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, all right. Well then.
Sometimes I just think, maybe you didn't hear me, so
Oh no, I heard you. Yeah.
Okay. I was making sure.
Ignore you.
Um,
As a rule, yeah.
Man, you guys are vicious tonight. Do you guys have your vitamins today?
No.
You're extra vicious today.
Nice. So yeah, you guys all, eventually get to your room, hang out. As far as you know, Wisp is in the courtyard by himself, and night passes. Ben and you eventually get back. I'm taking.
Yeah, I go to my tree house and sleep in.
Fair enough. You guys wake up in the morning, Langlock. You feeling a little rough, sleeping on a stone throne.
Ascends from his throne, or descends.
Little hungover. Eventually, you guys all wake up, and you guys go in the courtyard. You see this strange pink hut in the
Bubble.
middle of your courtyard
It
bubble.
kind of just looks like a big bubble.
Yeah, you don't really know what the hell it is,
Into it, shouting snaps.
but it's there. You run to it yelling snaps. So, Wisp, you kind of wake up to Langlock yelling snaps, snaps.
I don't think you can actually hear anything through it.
Oh no.
No. I can see everything through it, but no one can see into it, and I can. Let me check the spell card real quick, because I think you can't hear anything.
If possible, I would definitely enter it.
You can't.
And I'm just gonna bang on it then.
No, it doesn't say I can't hear anything, so I
No,
can probably
yeah.
hear him.
Yeah, I would imagine you can hear him.
I'm just watching him bang on it. I'm like,
Yeah.
what is he doing? There's no caution. What if it exploded? I guess I'll get up and then I'll dispel it. So when he
Okay.
goes to hit it, he just goes through it.
Yeah. So Zeph, I'd imagine you probably hear the ruckus going on. Key 3, you're on the second floor, right? Key 3, or are you on the first?
I'm on
I
the
don't remember
I'm on
where
the
you-
second floor, but I overlook the courtyard.
Yeah, so you probably hear it as well. Acker, you might be. Acker and Bannon, you
on-
probably know it too.
I'm on like the third or fourth floor. One of the
Right. Yeah, and you're near the
Oh.
back. So yeah, you probably Acker and Bannon, you probably wouldn't tell the ruckus going on. But at some point or another, yeah, you guys show up. But yeah, like you go to hit it, and as Wisp says, you fall through it and just kind of hit the ground. And I'd say just as Zeph is coming out of his door, probably.
It's just a stupid cat person.
I mean, you're the one who just ran up to a random pink bubble in the middle of your courtyard and started hitting it.
Snaps.
Oh.
Well, you don't know. Snaps. Never mind.
I'm just gonna stare at him. It's a little early in the morning to be listening to Raven. You okay? Are you still a little tipsy from last night?
Amazing.
I don't know if you answered Langlock, we didn't hear you. You there, Langlock? Did we lose you?
No, I thought you said you couldn't hear his answer to me. I said, did you just call me a raven?
No, I said it's a little early to be raving and ranting. You still drunk from last night. You were a bit tipsy last time I saw you.
Oh,
With your dwarven friends.
it would be too if you had to hang around cats all the time, and I'm just gonna go to my room.
I wouldn't know. I've never really seen a cat actually.
So
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'd imagine Dyra's. Jeff took it upon herself to show her to your room and make sure she was comfortable for you.
oh no.
We'll say for the sake of it, eventually you guys all, and your servants have cooked you guys a good breakfast, and you guys are all hanging out at your dining room table. If you allow Wisp and Wisp would like to join, it's up to you guys.
Yeah. But does he see the rope? We don't talk about the rope.
Oh no, I said I tripped over it.
Oh, you tripped over.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, if no one else invites Wisp, Acker would invite Wisp to eat with them.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Any chance would they ever see a pile of bones in my room?
Oh God.
Do you have a pile of bones in your room?
In case I need to call out a skeleton army.
Then yes.
That's not slightly disturbing.
You really haven't been back here to tidy up, if you will. So Jeff was trying to do you a favor and show her to your room and give her, like I said, give her someplace comfortable. So presumably whatever is out, she has seen.
We hide the bodies first, El Jefe.
So to be fair, Jeff has stayed out of your guys' rooms. She's gives you your privacy as you're her employer, and she doesn't snoop, presumably.
Presumably.
Jeff is the best.
Jeff is the best, though. You're right.
So yeah, you guys eventually, like I said, all gather. And yeah, you're at I'd imagine at the table. You can if you want to move your tokens there. This is just more, I have the map up, more of a place to just have a map, just to show it.
Yeah.
So.
Oh gosh, it's so far away.
So far away.
So what would you guys like to do?
First,
I would like to immediately take out the large scroll that is on my person which happens to be the inventory of the bag of holding.
Oh yeah.
And I'm just gonna be like, guys, we have way too much in here. We need it. So
Wasn't most of that Considious' stuff?
yeah. 20 bags of ball bearings, 20 bags of caltrops. I did throw some stuff out at one point, but we still have 15 empty flasks, 15 bottles of holy water, 10 vials of poison, 13 units of weed, 15 units of parchment. I think I bought that actually, my bad. We also have the diamonds from that time that thing happened, and we're keeping it just in case one of us dies.
Oh, right.
The gloves of booming, a warhammer +1.
So yeah, Wisp, you're not sure what's going on, but you're just hearing this stuff being
Yep,
written.
nope.
Kind of just read off this big ass parchment.
I mean, if you want, you can just throw what you think needs to be thrown out. I trust what you're gonna put in there.
Anybody particularly want to keep the gloves of booming or the +1 warhammer?
I will take the gloves of booming. I will sell them.
Say?
Take the gloves of booming. Deal.
You want them?
Yes.
Pay the party fund. No, I'm kidding. Take it. All right, you get the gloves of booming.
Throw
To
them
my line.
into my personal bag of holding.
Have you cleared out your bag of holding at all?
Just a shit ton of gold in there, and silver, and copper. I lied. I would have dumped all my copper into my room. I
Okay.
would have just found a place.
Yeah, because your bag was pretty full with
May I just suggest
coins.
copper? You can put it in our fake vault downstairs.
Oh,
my
it's a
room,
Jared.
but I
ball.
will consider
Fair
your
enough.
thought.
All right.
Key 3 if you need any copper. I think I have a good chunk of it.
Put it in the fake vault. Just be very careful, as we all know, it is covered in traps.
So Wisps, you now know they have a fake vault covered in traps.
Yep. Just quietly eating my food, cutting it. Thank Jeff. He walks by,
Disclosure.
eat the food. Just these people are
Completely
crazy.
forgot. Good times.
Want to
Yep,
not
like-
disclose our secrets in front of. And I'm just gonna look at Wisp and
This
be like,
person who could easily kill or steal everything from their person? Yeah, sure.
I don't know. It seems like a lot
could
of work.
easily kill him.
No killing at the dining table.
Fair.
That's right.
You would
Dan,
think no
what we have
killing in the
at dining
castle in
table.
general, not just the dining table.
Wherever we want.
Way too late for that.
Pretty sure this is the room where we fought the two dudes, isn't it?
Yep.
It is
There's
indeed
that-
where you ripped someone in half.
Shh, we don't talk about that. Actually, cut
Yeah.
them in half.
By the way,
with
Langlock,
specifications.
your bag of holding, similar to the parties, is getting pretty damn full. So yeah, you'd have to kind of be wary that you're not fitting a ton more in there of big things.
What is the silver to gold ratio again? Like how many
10.
silver?
Lop
10
off the
silver.
last digit.
For 1 gold.
It's basically 10. It's 10 going all the way up the chain, essentially.
Except
so
for
10
Ethereum.
which we haven't been using.
Or Electrum, not Ethereum.
Yeah, I know what you meant. We haven't been using it though, because I hate doing that extra
Yeah.
whatever. the
Everyone
5
I've met
is,
has
right?
hated it.
Oh, it's because it's just a weird. It's like the 50-cent piece in real life. Nobody would ever use
Very
You know,
inconvenient.
it's really good for hitting people in the back of the head with.
it.
You want a nice
my
picture of the
silver to
president in the back
gold.
of your ear?
I would go to the vault though and change out my silver for gold to make up room in my bag of holding.
You're
Okay.
so rude. Send me a
It doesn't
message
really.
with what that is.
Well, I suppose it would make some. It would make some.
So you know, we only have 5,050 gold in there.
I only took 400.
It's out loud to what to wisp. This is just
Sure.
for Langlock to know.
Sure.
I only.
All right, so you guys do the housekeeping of your bag of holding.
And then, so what should we do next?
I've got some things that I need to be made, so I don't want to do anything for a week.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind running over to Mirror Bar to buy and sell shit. Clear out our stores from our last adventure.
It's a good idea.
And you guys do recall that you did get some, you had a cloud giant and a stone giant way. You also had the one note that you did find in a giant place that had somebody's name on it. You're not sure who, but you had somebody's name on it. So just reminding you guys of that.
The giants note, like whose name as in?
It was.
I have it written down somewhere.
You had some orders that you found.
Wasn't it about taking over like part of the world or something like that? The giants coordinating.
It was just the next attack order. Instructions on the next raid in Klabdra.
Right. And do we know where Silvery Moon is? Or any of these places we got on our...
Yeah, I would also like to buy a very intense map in the city, if possible. On it, if we can.
Your best bet is going to be able to find a map that has major cities on it.
As detailed as possible. If that's what it is, that's what it is.
Yeah, I mean it's not going to be nearly as detailed as the map that I have you guys looking at all the time. So if just for the sake of it.
Oh god. So pixelated for the moment.
Yeah, it'll clear up.
Editing the
I
vault
see
gold.
everything.
It's like, what's going on?
I see everything. I have a bigger
Not
map
to
of
send-
Faerun. It takes forever to load.
Bob, so just act like you didn't see it.
Oh, okay, so they're not for the vault? Then I don't care. Okay.
It's in my bag of holding.
That's still okay. I got to figure out these bag of holding with gold things. I will get back
How
to
much
you.
does a bag of holding hold?
Depends which
500
one you
pounds.
have.
I think
If it's an
generally it's
uncommon
about
one,
500 pounds.
if it's uncommon, it's 500.
Okay.
Have a blue one.
Lovely.
Let's see. So silver.
Can hold up to 500 pounds.
Where are we looking?
1, 2, 1.
Irons.
Oh
Where
shoot.
the heck is Silver Moon? Oh, there it is. Silver Moon.
Silver Moon's off to the right. The map that you would be able to find does not show. I don't believe it shows the other city that opened.
Oh, well, Silver Moon is at least a major city, so.
Right. It doesn't seem like this map doesn't. If
I
you
think
ask about
that's a
it, if you
Silver
ask
Moon.
around for it, it's near the south. What do you call it? The southwest.
Southwest.
Yeah.
I
Wait.
think that's Silver Moon. I think
Silver-
that's supposed to be the whatever Z word that is, hall.
So how you guys want to wait a week? You said.
No, I think we're gonna go to Mirror Bar.
Right. To
Like a week before we like go anywhere, but like anywhere like questy.
Major.
That's how much gold all my gold in the bag of holding weighs. I just did some rudimentary
But
in
yeah,
my character sheet.
Okay.
probably go trade in all the gems I've got there at the very least.
That is
Maybe
my
see if-
next thing of business as well.
And then while Keith is buying our map, see if we can find anything that might help us.
So your map would cost you. I gotta call it. So what are you guys doing? Sorry.
Going to Mirror Bar. Keither's getting her map. We're exchanging our gems in for
Okay.
gold. So like I've got jewelry that's worth some money. Oh, and the ivory tusks.
Cool.
All
Yeah,
three.
I've
Yep.
I've got a ton of gems and jewelry and combs and hairpins and yeah.
Yeah. So selling all
Wait,
of
you
that,
Yeah, I'm doing it too.
tough.
and then buying
have
whatever
ivory
we think
tusks.
might help out, our endeavors.
Okay. So while you guys are it'll take you a day to do. It's not going to take you very long. So when this is going on, Wisp, what would Wisp be logically doing in this case? Wisp.
So they
No.
all just left him at this castle,
mean-
I'm guessing.
Yeah.
We wouldn't
I
invite.
No, I mean no,
We would invite
I would bring Wisp along if Wisp wanted to join to Mirror Bar.
Yeah.
Yep. No, that would make sense. But what I'm getting at is, Wisp, you went along with them to
Okay.
hunt giants.
Yes.
And
He's getting
they
a bit twitchy.
Yeah.
He's like, this isn't what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm supposed to be doing this, but we're shopping. It's their job. They gotta do this. It's literally him talking to himself out loud
Are you okay?
in like a higher pitched voice than what he usually sounds like. All right, it's okay. Just keep going. It's gonna be all right.
Wait, what? Who invited you?
Quietly raises a hand.
Sakura, we didn't vote.
I mean,
Well, I mean,
You
you
seem to be
could
the
have
one
left
that's
me at
only
your
against
castle and I could have touched your stuff. Wouldn't want that to happen. The obvious
it really
sarcasm in
seems
his
like
voice.
you're the only one against it.
Touch my stuff, Wisp, I will kill you. Feel bad.
All right.
He says that to everyone he likes. Just ask Akko.
I feel like he says it a lot. And I will take that joint. He'll smoke the joint. Still a little jittery. He's just like, I just gotta make the money, and then I can send it off to where it needs to go, and we'll be good. Yes.
Where do you need to send money? Do you say that aloud?
That's none of your business. Don't get in my head. He's smoking the joint.
Fair enough.
Damn mind reading Dragonborns.
I thought you were saying that aloud because you'd been saying the other stuff aloud, alright?
No, he's saying it out loud. He doesn't realize
Oh.
he's saying it out loud.
Has an eye on Wisp.
Okay.
He doesn't need to buy anything.
Yeah. So if anyone that goes to Mirror Bar, so
Man.
anything you want to buy in
Yeah.
particular, you guys can get it.
I guess I'll be looking on the lookout for any kind of like armor upgrade that I could really find. Or maybe something just usable like a consumable potion or something.
Yeah, if there are more potions of healing,
Yeah.
I would try to find
Oh,
them.
we might need a restock on those.
That is what I
Yeah.
was gonna ask.
Down them so fast.
you could find some potions. That's easy enough. I have a spot here that tells me how much I charged you. Oh shit, I don't remember how much I gave you. I don't know how much. I guess you guys could find. Let's see.
2 silver?
No,
Oh.
not quite. You could probably find. It's been a while since you guys have been back to Mirror Bar. So,
They've had time to restock.
yeah, definitely had some time to restock. We'll say. Is it even here? You go 50 gold for regular potion of healing. You can probably find, I don't know, call it 4, 5 of
How much? Sorry. What?
5 potions of healing, 50 gold each if you wanted to buy those. However you guys want to sort that out.
Okay.
You could probably find, what's the next up? The greater healing potion. You would find, call it 3 of those for 250 apiece. And you can find 1 superior, but that's going to run you upwards of 750.
Okay.
So however you guys want to organize that and buy it, and whoever pays for
Oh.
it.
I mean, I'll just pay it out of party funds, technically. Like I'll pay it for my funds and then go, like whatever.
Alright.
Holding. So how much is that? That's going to be 250 plus 750 plus 750. So then 250. Okay.
I'll pay by
1,750. No. 1,000. Yes, 1,750.
Yeah, maybe 1750.
Okay, I trust you guys.
Oh no. 5 more healing kits. It's good.
Yeah, you can find those. Yeah, you can definitely get 5 more of those, man. And those are a little easier to come by, as there's not really, property to them necessarily. It's just your plain healing kit. So 25 gold total, just your basic cost.
Hey, Keith3, what do you use to pick locks? I want to buy something for Spref.
Yes, you do. Yeah. I will buy it for you because I'm so excited.
When we're out of town, I'll bring him back. I know he was getting on my nerves, but I'll bring him back. I still love him.
I'm also going to buy an extra. Oh, no, I already have an extra for myself. Good. Phew. So, Thieves' Tools for my friend.
Okay, these tools are 25 gold.
Paid.
Cool. Anyone else?
I didn't even have to check my notes.
To sell the gloves of booming.
Oh, you want to sell them? Okay.
Oh, you rude motherfucker. Anyway.
Pretty sure he said the Scylla that he was gonna sell them.
Yeah,
I didn't hear it.
No.
yeah, I'm gonna try to sell it.
Sure. You can probably find a okay spot to sell.
I probably
Let's
yeah.
Let's see. I remember what the gloves of booming do and what they. Here we go. Unless they're uncommon, they're kind of a basic. So yeah, you find a shop and you could make a charisma check just to see how well. Actually, you can. What's your persuasion modifier? You can put that in there.
Heck yeah.
So
it's
15. Oh, it's the same. Okay. So the best you can haggle out a price for the gloves of booming would probably be 385 gold. Any type of gems or anything that you guys can find, bank or some place that you guys can all get your stuff unloaded. I'm fine with that. However, you guys, make a scene-ish transfer, selling all that kind of stuff, and people around you do know that you are fairly loaded now, with
If they didn't know before, they definitely know now.
right.
leg lock rings on my stuff.
Oh
Okay.
God.
Like I mentioned, Bob, I'm still looking for anything like fancy.
Any
Magic.
like
I suppose like a magical set of armor if I could find it, or just anything really of that variety. If it'd be like potions, scrolls, etc.
okay.
Also gonna go to like one of the. Is there like a ye old piercer in tattoo parlor?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like you know those like studded piercings that people have like next to their eyebrow that are like in their forehead type deal? Type piercing, you know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
I want to put
Like
diamonds
an
all
eyebrow
over my.
piercing?
Yeah, I want to get diamonds, but above my eyebrows. Shave my eyebrows and replace them with diamonds.
Oh my god.
like the entire length
Not
of your eyebrows.
dissuading.
Like, are you talking like the entire
four
length?
diamonds and eyebrow. Like
Like you got diamond eyebrows.
I don't want diamond eyebrows. I want like 4 diamonds where my eyebrows should be.
How much do you want to spend on the diamonds? Or do you have them?
I've got diamonds.
Okay, so just mark them off that they're gone. Well, I guess you technically still have them. They're just in your eyebrow.
I've got 1,100. Sorry, they're not diamonds. I've got 1,100 gold worth of jewelry.
Okay, so yeah, whatever. If you want to use that jewelry, it's technically still in your inventory, but it's on your eyebrows. It would probably cost you 25 silver to get that done.
Okay. That'd be more.
A disguise kit
And fine clothes.
and fine clothes. Your disguise kit is gonna run you. Oh, where is it? There it is. 25 gold for that.
Okay.
Your fine clothes would run you. Where are they? 15 gold. So.
So the first one's 25 and the other one's 15.
Mm-hmm. So I don't know. That's at 30, 40 gold total.
Something like that. I was just gonna do it individually if I can.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you can do it individually. Otherwise, I believe it's 40.
I'm also gonna want to go get 2 tattoos on each of my arms of skeletons, like mid-combat fighting. Like one on my left arm and one on my right arm.
You know, they say your body is a temple, but it's not getting treated that way right now.
I mean, he already has his chest is a scene of him fighting a dragon, so
Is it really? I've never
Yes.
seen
I
it.
don't remember this.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'd
Oh.
show that shit off. That's great.
He does all the time.
Every time.
Literally,
I talk about
never
Flame-
seen it.
Langlock
funny.
Dragon Slayer rips open shirt.
Yep.
All right, so Acker, you could, check around and you're looking. You could find, I guess it'd probably be the same spot that you get some of the potions from. You could find a potion of resistance. It'd be acid resistance.
Uh-huh.
It's gonna run you 150 gold.
All right.
If you would like to buy that.
That's all I come across.
Jeez. Then you would come across. I said no. I try to roll. I have a
Oh.
D30 that I've been rolling. And
Ah.
it rolled 23 3 times in a row. So yeah, I didn't want 23 anymore.
Potion of acid resist. You find so many potions of acid resistance.
Right.
Yeah, it's almost like a black dragon came by and dumped acid on everyone while you were gone.
So they made a shitload of it just because they didn't want to. I don't know. You can go. You could probably find, say, how about potion of heroism for 350 gold as well.
So that would be totaling 500.
Right.
Yeah, all right. I'll purchase both of those.
Doesn't seem to be really. It seems to be kind of I guess a peacetime, if you will. So there's really not. There's really not anything magical around per se.
Right.
They really haven't been making it. So you really
Makes sense.
really don't have much of the magical armor per se.
Right. I could just be poking around just to check and see if it is somewhere.
Yeah, I mean you could probably ask, and if somebody want somebody to make something or something like that, but there's not a whole hell of a lot of the magic armor.
I'm wondering how expensive that would be.
What would be?
Trying to finagle with a
To get
blacksmith to
somebody.
make some magic armor. Oh god.
Right.
Well, I mean, Considious had his sword made, so you could probably go to
This
that
is-
chick.
This is true. But was that in here in Mirror?
It was.
Yeah.
All right, I guess I would go to her if I recall her name. Hold on, let me just scroll
Let me
up.
find it.
It's there somewhere. I would have to figure out what kind you're looking for, and
Right.
there'd be something that you could probably make happen. You just wouldn't know right away.
All right.
but we could
Well,
probably
Ack would
make
start
something
working
happen.
toward that.
You
Maybe
do.
some cool armor because I think I've been looking for armor for a while now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll say you do find while you're searching for that, you do. That looks kind of cool. You get it gets explained to you that it's a copper amulet, or what it looks like. It's a copper amulet that's got tiny interlocking gears in it, and it looks to be like the gears are moving and powered by some type of magic. And you're told it's called the Clockwork Amulet. And at some point, if you ever wanted to, when you make an attack roll while wearing the amulet, you can forego the d20 to get a 10 on the die. So you can choose to have a 10 automatically. You can use it once until the next dawn. But you have to choose that before you roll the die.
Is it an attunement item?
No.
No. How much does he want for it?
The guy you're haggling with seems to be very, fond of this item, and it's almost to the point where he doesn't even really want to let it go per se.
If he looks like he really
So-
doesn't want to let it go.
I mean, no, he's willing to sell it. Don't get me wrong, willing to sell it.
Sure.
Just it's gonna be, you would expect something like this to go for, between the $300 to $600 gold range. He's asking close to 1,000 for it.
I'll tell him
But
that it's a
He's
really
willing.
neat
He's
offer.
willing to take it. Let you take it off of his shelves for that.
I'll say that it's really nice, and I think that it's interesting. But seeing that he obviously has some kind of attachment to it, I won't buy it off
Okay.
him. And then go to the person to discuss the possibility of making some magical armor at some point in the future.
Okay.
That gives me infinite shield per day.
Right.
Right.
What kind of armor, I guess, would you be looking for?
Plate would be the most preferable.
Right. I mean, you could buy. So it'd be cost of plate, of course.
Right.
I'll say that there is an armor that they have
Uh-huh.
that there's some type of armor that they have that's magical. It's plate armor similar to what you got. Roll me a d2 to tell you which one it is.
Oh, all right.
2. So this armor is called cast off armor, and essentially you can use an action to doff the armor, take the armor off. Other than that, it doesn't add anything to your AC.
So it's really easy to take on and off.
No, not on and off, just off.
Just off.
Hey, remember that time we were in the really hot place and you needed to take it off real fast and you didn't and just ran through and got hurt?
I don't think I took it off. It just
Oh,
took
did
a
you?
while. Oh, yeah. How much does it cost?
That would cost you 7
7 what?
750.
Plus the cost of plate, I'm presuming.
No, that would just be the cost. Well, how much does plate cost? Plate's expensive as fuck,
1,500.
isn't it? Oh,
1,500 gold.
yeah, and you're plus so 1570, so whatever that adds up to.
Plus 750.
Yeah, so
2,250.
2,250. Yeah.
All right, and that's the only one they've got. All right.
So
If you would have rolled a 1, would it have been cast on armor?
what's that?
Would it have been cast on armor? Cast on, cast off.
No, they don't seem to have any of that, but they like the idea.
We like the idea of armor that's incredibly easy to put on, but
Yeah.
not also to take off, or vice versa.
Exactly.
Man, the next step after that is cast on off.
Ooh, that's too powerful.
Yep. Yep.
You know?
Except the way, except it's cursed, and when you do use it to cast it on, it just casts it off right away as well. So you can never really put it on. So, anywho,
Sweet.
anything else that you guys want to do? I didn't expect this to be shopping. I apologize for not being as prepared.
It's all good. I mean, realistically, I'm
Um,
just fine with this armor. As long as it has that like design that the that one breastplate, the dragon breastplate we had a long time ago has.
Give him another 20 gold, and they'll put it on there for you.
Sweet.
I would want to get a tab. I'm assuming my tattoos would take like the rest of the day for me.
Probably, yeah. I mean, they'll take a little bit.
I would want
The
to get
tattoos. Huh? Well, you'd want what?
How much do they
after
cost?
they're done, I want to get it in and then go back the next day and get more.
Oh
This
my
is
god.
splurging.
So, how long are you guys gonna plan on hanging out at the bar / your castle keep?
I mean,
Agreed,
Aquaman
one
just
week.
the day.
Because you really haven't talked about it. Langlock said he wanted to wait a week, but you guys didn't
Right.
actually talk about it. So,
So I guess
Yeah.
you regroup up and discuss it then.
After the first day of shopping.
you guys have to find Langlock if you head back to the keep because he's not there.
I can always cast locate object on his
Right. By the
But-
way, Wisp, you can find you find a library. I'm sorry, I forgot
Okay.
about that.
That's okay.
There was a lot of other stuff.
There was a lot of stuff.
What are you trying to find? in
I
the library?
don't think they would have it, but I was like looking for like criminal records or like legends of pirates.
Okay. You can probably find a book or two, but they'd point you in the direction of Luskin that would have
Hmm.
probably a better, books like that. The book that they did have, that if you wanted to get it, it's only, I don't know, 10 silver.
Uh,
And it would be more of,
is it like old legends or like recent?
it's, as I say, it's more of like the older legends, almost fairy tales, if you will. Not, not
That's
exactly.
Not what he's looking for. He's just gonna be
Okay.
like, you're like, well,
Yeah.
thank you, but yeah.
Right.
And then he just hands it back and walks out.
Yeah. So some people believe it to be true. Some people that believe that it is. They're not legends, but yeah. I mean, it would be something like that. But he would point you at the library and would point you in the direction of Luskin. Be your better.
How much was
Your
the
better
book
bet.
again? Was it what was silver?
It would have been 10
25
silver, 1 gold.
10 silver.
Yeah.
All right, I'll buy it. Why not?
Okay.
I'll drop the coin
So,
on the in their hand.
It's
and
got
just
the it's got the
out.
cheesy name
Yeah.
of legends of the pirates on the high seas.
That's cute.
Yeah. So, but I mean, you could read it and see what you might get.
All right. I gotta learn how to spell first.
Um,
Putting one too many N's in this word.
By the way, Langlock, your tattoos on your arm would have cost not much, a gold and a half, I guess. So 1 gold, 5 silver.
I'll give him a tip and give him 2 gold.
Okay. So yeah, you guys, if you
No, I
guys head
deleted
back
it.
to the Bandit, did you want to do anything? I didn't hear you say anything.
Not really.
Okay. Zeph, how about you?
No, I'm good.
Okay. So yeah, you guys head back. If you head back, you realize that Langlock's not with you as you head back. I would imagine. You can kind of figure that out pretty quickly.
Yeah, it's too peaceful around here.
No, there's not someone calling me a derogatory name. It's weird.
You are a cat person.
It's about a cat.
Out of character.
Yeah.
Just in case I'm not shouting that loud.
So yeah, I mean, if you guys head back to the keep and try to figure out what you want to do, or I don't know, what are you guys doing?
I'm gonna bring Sprath back.
Okay, where are you guys?
We'd probably go grab Langlock if he's not in the middle of getting a tattoo.
Yeah, I mean, he wouldn't be there.
He'd be at the
Unless somebody was hanging out with you, don't know where he's at.
K3.
Great. The thing is, with locate object, I only can cast it from my dagger once a day.
You did
Once per-
cast it the night before. It's been a day.
But like,
What if I want to use it for something
while
important?
though, right? So I look for his necklace again, but walk around and try and find him in a range, like radar.
Just following K3. We're gonna drag him back to the keep if we have to, or at least let him know that we're headed back.
Let's
Once
see.
we
I gotta see
find him.
exactly what that does. 1,000 feet. What are we at? Take 10 minutes. I would say you kind of quickly move around. You kind of had an idea where you was. Langlock, you did say you'd go to the closest tavern. It takes you, almost the spell's just about to fade away, and you get a little blip, and you're able to quick follow that, and you do find that it's probably in some type of a tavern there in Mirror.
I get him. I say, we're
Yeah.
going back to the keep. Come now.
All right. I've got a tattoo appointment tomorrow. I'll catch up with y'all. But
Life in how many years? And she's waiting for us at the keep. So
I already used the lodestone and told El Jefe that I'm coming back tomorrow night.
So we'll say, for the sake of this, you're at the half cup. Not a very good establishment, but they serve you drinks. So what do you guys like to do?
tell him if he's not back by tomorrow evening, I will find him and hurt him by his toes back to the keep.
Bag me.
Your gauntlets, put them on, attune, and then drag you.
Out of character, can you steal something I'm attuned to and wearing?
It would be very, very
Well.
difficult. I would say probably not, because that's unless you're passed out drunk or something along those lines. Like
Yesterday would have been the perfect opportunity for that.
Yeah, it would have to be like it would be some type of contesting checks.
You know,
I don't know what. If we
There's a-
come across that, we'll figure it out then.
if you're
Just
20
to be
strength
clear, this
buddies-
is just a threat, and yeah.
Be back as soon as I finish my tattoos. Probably not as soon. It'll probably take me a little bit to walk there. But you get the gist.
Yeah.
All right. If you guys are good with that, then you guys head back and
Yep.
you have the rest. I mean, by the time you get back at the, it's evening time. I mean, any plans? Just kind of fast, do the whole Skyrim. You press the back button and wait for 12 hours or whatever.
Right.
No.
Just real quick, I would like to just of like how the town is going in terms of being built, if the engineers get an idea of what she's doing, what she's gonna do, blah 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 blah.
I mean, she just got back after being in captivity for, who knows how long. So she's kind of enjoying not being in captivity for a little while.
Yeah.
She does tell you that she's got some plans in her head and she's got some, just by quick looking around, she got some ideas, but it seems like she's taking a day or two, 3 or 4 a week or so to kind of, get back into, civilization. And
Once you leave, don't worry.
Fair.
I'll get it done.
I just don't know when we're leaving, and I don't know how long we'll be gone.
Right.
So,
Listen, if we get back and nothing's done, then she's fine.
Yeah, I mean, you guys can give her some general instruction of what you want. Kind of draw out the crude, the bar napkin map if you want, or something like that, and and kind of give her an idea, and she can start working. But like I said, I mean, she just got out of captivity. She's not gonna want to start working immediately. I mean, the time. So I should say, let me rephrase that. Acker really never gave her a timeline. Just
I will let her know that we are probably going to be leaving within a week, and by the time we get back, at least want to see progress being done.
Yeah, fair enough.
And
that makes sense.
do stuff too cool by just like
Well, start building up at least houses, finish construction on what else needs to be built that we've already established plans for.
You haven't established any plans. You left it to your own device. They're left them to their own devices, basically.
Then yeah, just
I
start
threw
saying,
money at them.
Yeah,
I
you
said,
threw money
"Build."
at them. They built the tavern first.
Yep,
I
as
believe
they
that,
should.
I believe that was at your request.
well,
said
houses
they-
would need to be built if this is going to be a proper village,
Yeah.
and then maybe a library. We could probably use a library.
Okay. Probably. We'll need more money thrown at it, probably, but we'll see where we're at.
I'll put.
Oh, you know what? I just put money in the vault, but I should make a separate one because I want it to be for the town.
Yeah.
Shouldn't I?
Key 3.
Okay.
You can drop 2,000 gold in there from me.
Okay.
Town funds.
Got it.
Yeah. Put a note in there what town funds are, and we'll figure that portion out.
I'll put another
2,000 gold.
200 platinum, only if part of the village, it's called Zethville.
You have the tavern named after you.
You have the tavern. You get the tavern named after you.
Fine, I'll
Fair.
still drop in 200 platinum. For the town. For the town.
Alright.
Fair enough. We'll figure out. Remember, keep in mind, it's not like it's going to be a huge, bustling. You guys are trying to start a brand new village, town.
I mean, I think
So-
we could get there.
It's going to take years and years. I mean,
But also, like, we have a lot
Less-
of refugees. We want them to have a nice
Right.
life,
Right.
you
Right.
know?
We're laying down the foundation for a city long after we've lived,
sure.
If
You're
we
also,
can make indoor
less than
plumbing a thing,
you're less than a day's walk from Mirabar, which is already a pretty big established city. So
Yeah,
You
we're like
kind of
we're
got
like a
you're
big
working
trading
toward
post.
that. So, but yeah, I mean, you'll be able to get something going for sure.
Maybe at
It's
some
just gonna
point this
take a
will
lot
just
of
be like a
time.
big expansion to Mirror Bar, you know?
Sure, sure. It's just gonna take some time. So, like I said, anything else? Wisp, anything you want to do?
He's gonna find a quiet spot in the courtyard, I guess, and read his book that he picked up at the library.
Sure. How good is he at reading?
He's got an 11 in intelligence. I think he can read.
Okay. Yeah, he can read, just an average reader. So
Yeah.
it'd take him, a couple days to get through it, but
Hmm.
start
Acker
reading
would
it.
probably
Yeah.
see Wisp in the place and offer for him to like take a room. Like you don't have to sleep out here in the courtyard.
Well, I did discuss it with Zeth, but you guys didn't actually have like a meeting like you said you were going to. I didn't want to bother anybody. So I'm just gonna read out here. It's fine.
I'm 1/3 owner of this place. I say that you can get a room.
Well, that's like 1/3 in Zeth. So I don't know about the rest of them, but pretty sure
one
there's
of the
more
other
people.
decision makers out of the 3 that actually own this place isn't here. We don't know where he went. So, and
That's
also I'm pretty sure
not
Keith
good.
would say yes. So.
And like I said, if you take a room, they probably won't even notice.
All right. He'll like pick up his book and walk to the room he's gonna pick, I guess.
Ooh,
Okay.
not that one. Not that one. I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
We'll figure out what room you take in. I got to redo this whole thing anyway. Messed it up, so we'll figure
Okay.
out room which room you want.
All right. Me go figure it out. I think
Because there's a couple different floors to this place, so
ground floor is good.
okay. Then you can pick any one of these, I guess, if they're okay with it.
Let's not get overcomplicated. Is this available? Is this a room? Or is this
one?
like a thing?
Which room?
Yeah, I mean, you can make it a room. It's up to you guys. It's kind of it's a very defensible room.
Yes.
But yeah, you could definitely make it a room. It's up to the party. You can make whatever you want.
Sure.
Solid. All
Honestly-
he's got is a bedroll. He just puts it on the floor.
Yeah.
Ooh,
The
someone
keeper probably would be chill with like
Oh,
colorful
the
decorating.
demon.
Robot
the
Key
demon?
3.
Robot.
Demon Key 3.
Oh no, she's back. Oh wait, never mind. She came back at the last second.
Man, the possessions are so random. Hear me? I do.
All right, is
You
this better?
You sounded
Yes.
fine at the end, and then you just left before we could say anything.
I was just gonna say Keith probably wouldn't be chill with you like going full out decorating, but like if you throw a bedroll somewhere, that's fine.
Well, it's all he's got. He's got a bedroll and his backpack. He sets it in the corner and then sits on it and reads like he was planning on out in the courtyard.
Fair enough.
Do you want like
It's
another book?
it's to keep his mind off of the fact that they're not doing what they were going to do, but they're waiting because he doesn't like waiting.
Oh,
Fair.
It's
You
better
like-
than him just twitching and talking to himself.
looks over us. You just like bored?
Are you talking to me in
Yeah.
my room?
Oh, well, I guess if you just went into your room and just, I thought you said that you came back out into the courtyard and sat down and started reading again.
No, I sat down on the bedroll that I sat down in the room.
Yeah.
Amazing.
And then read the book.
Here, we'll use that as a bedroll. I don't know if I can't find a bedroll. There you go.
Close enough. It kind of looks like a bedroll.
Yeah. I don't know where
Oh,
you
no.
were. You want it.
It's over.
Just put it in this corner.
In
You
that
could pick it
corner.
up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah.
Cool.
Solid.
Yeah, so you
Perfect.
guys, so we'll just Langlock, you get you work, get up the next day, go finish your tattoos. And, again, if we just want to kind of fast track it, I'm fine with that, unless there's any particular plans that you have or.
A specter and Merkle symbol on each of my hands.
Okay. Another gold piece. Those are smaller.
Too, because he did such a bang up job.
Okay. Cool. And then you work your way back. You guys, it's next night. You guys are hanging out. Think you can do. Wisp is just trying not to go crazy. Get about halfway through your book. You guys kind of talk a little bit, and Langlock shows up that night. What? I mean, completely on you guys right now. What would you like to do?
Yeah. I mean, I would just be like, yo, what are we gonna do next? Because like,
Do we want to go deal with the giants?
a
In
teleporty thing.
Are you guys all together discussing this?
Yeah.
Or? Okay.
I assume we'd be in the dining room again.
Is everybody there?
Yeah,
I'm gonna have
I'll
my
be there.
sleeves rolled up and
Oh
like
my
my hair
God.
pulled back so you can obviously see the diamond and the new tattoos, and just be like, "Yeah, guys, we should probably wait a couple of days though." 'Cause,
You said that you have symbols of a
Holy
deity.
jeez, Louise! Is there a
A
tornado? Is there a
hurricane.
tornado?
Listen,
My
I'm trying to.
goodness!
Oh, I'm sorry. I walked out in the courtyard for a second. Get inside.
I cast tornado.
I thought that my mic was far enough away from my fan. I guess I was wrong.
or before when the tornado struck.
So, by the way, Langlock, when you get back and you walk in like that, Dyra kind of looks at you almost not. There's definitely some disdain in her face, and it's kind of like that disappointing look you get from a wife, and she just kind of shakes her head. I'm gonna go ahead and just go to sleep early and call it a night, and heads down to the room.
I'm gonna mention
Oh.
you can pick a room anywhere. Everybody else is picking rooms.
Good.
Punches that.
Oh, hey, Langlock.
Attempt and miss.
God.
Yeah, they'd probably miss
Punch through Zeph, hit me in the face.
Yeah, that misses.
I can't find my place. I would notice the religious symbols, wouldn't I?
you.
I mean, he is
If you're
showing them off. isn't he?
Yeah, I mean, you'd recognize him. I think
It's
you've
on my
recognized him
hand.
before.
It's pretty prominent.
Yeah, he's got to show him off. It's not like he can't.
Man, you
That
came
was
back
huge.
really decorated, didn't you?
These old things, yeah.
I was talking about what's on your face with those two.
Oh these, yeah. They're pretty spiffy, aren't they? And I'm just gonna kind of toss my head to the side, kind of like so you can see the light, or so they can try to catch light and shine more.
I really hope your hair doesn't get caught in them. Would really hurt.
Just noticed.
I don't feel pain, and I throw my head to the other side.
All right, if you say so.
I'm gonna try to punch him when he says he doesn't feel pain.
Good.
Roll an attack.
Aw.
That misses.
Miss. I'm like, that is amazing.
So yeah, Langlock, he swings at you, and it does hit you, but it just seems like it's like he didn't really want to hurt you. So yeah, you're able to take no pain from it.
It's what I am, Langlock, Slayer of Dragons and Specters alike.
Yeah.
Dead.
All right, so what's next?
Giants.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about slaying some giants? That sounds interesting, right?
Akra, your new sword will love it.
Yeah. I'm sure he would.
Such a big fan of you, right? We've killed so many giants with him.
Yeah.
Your sword thinks, or what?
Long story. I found a great sword. It's
All
sent-
right. It's sent. Okay.
Yeah.
Whatever you say. Never seen me a fucking sword, but all right. I believe you.
To Akra almost as much as Nagra nags to us.
Not that
I
we know
haven't
that.
nagged you in quite a long time, but I can resume if you'd like.
I haven't heard any nagging yet, but I can feel it coming.
Beautiful.
It's mostly directed at our tag along here.
Yes, our tag along.
Langlock, this would be the first time you've heard describe you as a tag along.
What's so nice of you guys, right? Very nice
Oh.
of you.
We are so kind.
They're really nice. Building a town for people and letting people just randomly tag along with your adventures. It's great.
I know.
Are you meaning to tell me Wisp has evolved to the tag-along stage now? What?
Now
No, sweetie,
equals
I'm
in
talking
our
about
eyes.
you.
Yes.
Remember that next time you need your life to be saved, or a fireball on 30 enemies again. I'll remember that. That's cool.
He just looks at you with like the look of confusion. His ear tilts to the side. Well, that's what Keith told me.
Just cackling maniacally as I currently am. Keithree's doing that. No shame.
We call a literal little lying shit.
I didn't know she was lying. I mean, is she?
Baby says 8 things a day that aren't lies.
Wow, that is rude. It is at least 9.
Sorry, 9.
So wait, he's not a tag along? Been lying to me this whole time?
Oh,
I
come
am
on.
Leglock and I'm gonna throw my robe open. The Slayer of Dragons, Killer of Spectrals, Raiser of the Dead, Breaker of Chains.
I mean,
Wes
he kinda
wasn't
is
sure
all
what was
that.
about to happen. He thought he was about to see Langlock naked, so he has his eyes covered.
Yeah, we wish he was a tag along sometimes when moments like this happen. Yeah.
Please tell me he's not naked.
No, he's not. He's showing you his tattoos.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, those are nice.
Don't encourage you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Don't do it. Just
He-
no.
Thank
His
you.
ego doesn't need to be inflated any more than it has been.
I'd say anything. It would...
But when it comes to saving their lives, I'm gonna mimic Keith3 here and be like, "Oh, Leglock, you're so brave and handsome. You're so strong. I would never make it without you."
I have
Oh,
never
you can
said
do that too.
anything
That's pretty good. And then
close
he's
to
gonna
that.
immediately mimic Zeph. Yeah, that was pretty good.
That was pretty good.
Thanks. I've been practicing.
Yeah?
Oh, it really shows.
All right, you're a tag along now.
Oh, thank you, Langlock, Slayer of Dragons
Oh,
and
God.
Spectres.
Just slow head down on table.
He's got like this goofy smile on his face. He's like, I don't know what to do. Should I pretend I can't understand them anymore? No, it won't work. They know I hear them. It's fine. Once again, talking out loud. Oh boy.
To herself. a
So
lot, too.
the dragon thing, or dragons? No, giants. That's what we're after.
Yeah.
What about giants?
Right. So we have a map of the Frost Giant Rift that I managed to what's the word?
Procure.
Translate.
Oh, that too.
Influence of the comprehend languages spell. And we have a chain that can be used to instantaneously travel to said rift. Back.
Mm,
Just
Hmm.
pause. Hold up. If are we talking about leaving tomorrow? Because I got things that are being what? No, I got things that are being built that I want to get before then.
Are these
I do
things that would
have-
help us fight giants?
Hold up. You're gonna use the argument of, oh no, come home, Langlock, you haven't seen your wife in forever, and then you're not even gonna let me see my wife in forever. Okay, that's
Yeah.
good.
I say what I need to have things happen, huh?
Hmm.
I might catch up with y'all later. You might be able to do it without me. Highly doubt it though. But I need my things. I don't know when we'll be coming back here again.
Okay, that's true.
I do have a wee question. Have you identified this magical chain? Or
so
what?
Procure.
Did I identify it?
Nope.
I'll identify it if I haven't done that.
No, it's a magical chain that I think it was just an arc. You guys did, that was it. But
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
you-
we found
yeah.
something told us how to use it.
yeah, it's exactly what it sounds like.
Cool.
Put it in, the figure 8 or whatever, and stand inside of it. It'll teleport you.
Well, it didn't tell you how to teleport back.
Is it only described as a one-way trip?
Yeah, just a one way.
Ugh, that sounds terrible.
Yeah. So we probably need a scroll of teleport if we can find one.
How did Wisp get us here?
Teleport.
Teleport
I
scroll.
had a teleport scroll.
Wait. Teleport, and you didn't give it to the guy who could learn how to teleport?
We already
So
went over.
we did think about this, fun fact,
Yeah.
and you wouldn't be able to cast it.
Yeah, you're not a high enough level yet. Also, it
John.
would take too much time for you to write it down and copy it.
Too high
It
level
would
for
have
ya.
taken me a couple of hours. Isn't it only a level 6?
Nope, level 7.
No.
Yeah,
And
it's a
to
couple
be
days, I
fair,
think.
Wisp wouldn't have given it up unless it was for a reason like that. It was, yeah, Wisp probably wouldn't have given it to you to learn. It'd been more to help him as much as it's gonna help. It was to help you guys.
Even though you're really
Immediately.
friendly with him too at the bar.
I was very friendly.
Ah, the most friendly.
So you guys, am I gathering you're gonna wait the rest of the time, like another 3 days or so, or?
Yeah, and see if we can find something that can get us back because we need a way to get back if we go there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you
Do we have
know where it
any
goes?
idea where this is? Yeah. Do we have any idea like the location of this place?
Yeah, I mean, it would show you some type of location. I think I don't remember exactly where we said it was.
Because if it's close enough, then I'm fine huffing the distance back.
Yeah, I mean,
You
you
have
guys
the
have.
rat cart that we haven't expanded yet. So
We do have that. I can summon my steed. In
Mhm.
fact, I probably would have summoned that like yesterday or so.
Okay.
Also got my divine warhorse, as I called it.
Let's see. Trying to see if if it told. I think it showed exactly where you guys were, or where you went. Where was the map? Yeah, we'll say you guys know where it's at. It's 3-day walk back.
A 2-day walk?
3.
3-day walk.
Alright.
Okay, then yeah, we could go once Langlock's done with his stuff. And then
Okay.
walk back.
The next morning, Langlock, you get a pounding on your knock on your door, like just kind of excited, pounding real fast.
Get up and go answer it. Half asleep still.
It's Reed Cherry Cheeks, and it looks like he's dog tired, and he's been working. Like, looks like he hasn't slept in 3 days, and he's got all your stuff.
E.
Why? You could have taken a nap.
Yeah, well, yeah, okay. And he kind of leans against the hallway and kind of falls asleep.
Oh, what a good man. I mean, I'll put 10 gold in his pocket.
Okay. Acker went back out in the courtyard.
Also, I find it funny how I wanted to keep it secret from Acra, but blatantly said I need to wait for this stuff from
Yeah.
everyone.
Just the stuff. You don't know what it is.
It is.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but you know.
I mean, the last time he talked about stuff, he got his stupid rings.
True.
So it's next morning now. Langlock's got his stuff. What you guys doing?
Well, if he tells us that he got his stuff and he's ready to go, then we'd go.
Freddy, I'm gonna tell my wife goodbye and sorry about the tattoos. I'll probably be getting more after we kill all the giants.
Oh my god.
She just kind of gives you a little sigh and she says, "Well, just be safe."
It is one of my middle names, and returning home alive is one of my other ones that comes before danger.
Yeah. Okay. You're definitely learning things about you that I didn't know before. But we'll see you when you get back.
Oh, that hurts, and she's not even a real person.
So you guys meeting back up, or?
Yep.
Windy Courtyard, we meet, and
Fine, you want me to just die in this 100-degree weather? I understand. It's fine.
Damn.
You know, I'll roll up my bedroll.
yeah, fair.
Take it with me. Don't want to leave that behind. Oh boy.
All right, everyone have what they need. Bandon, you have all the weed you need.
Of course we have what we need. We have each other.
Is Bandon still awake?
Bandon.
Bandon. Bandon.
Oh no. We bored him to death.
Yep.
Oh no. Not Bandon.
I fall asleep.
Maybe he went to go make a sandwich.
Bandon.
Well, he didn't say that. He didn't say
There
me
he
this
is.
time. Oh, hey.
Hello.
All right.
You got the amount of weed you need? That's what Keith asked me.
Guys, and you got the weed you need, my dude.
Sure.
Right.
All right. So you put the chain down and you follow the instructions. You put it in the figure 8, and you make sure everyone's standing in. You get the similar feeling of the teleport scroll that you used before, and you just boom, and you guys appear, and you're instantly hit. This will be the time for Acra's. That's what you guys are basically hit with. You're just hit with this cold, chilling wind.
Where are we at on this map?
Here we are.
Well, at the moment you're not on the map.
Oh, okay. Oh, there
I
it is.
just switched. I'm just putting you there for now because I have a feeling you'll get there.
Maybe.
Where you guys are? Yeah, eventually you guys will get there in the next 2 hours.
You got
So
a lot of hope.
Basically, you're in a cold, glacier-ridden area. And if you look at the map and you kind of look around for some, some type of waypoint to kind of place yourself, I'll say you do find like a river that you can see on the map, and you're close to that river, and it's weird because it's made by giants. There's like on the map is like a skull, and what you kind of look as you look around, and you're easily able to see that there's like a big pile of different skulls. So you kind of put 2 and 2 together and figure, okay, here's the river. Yeah, you got your skulls. You should be able to find your way, to this stronghold.
Yeah.
Great.
Acker probably would have brought the giant otter cape. Wasn't that like a big, like, fluffy cloak thing?
The what?
The giant otter cape I got from the Giants place.
Oh yeah, you had that.
Yeah, isn't that like a giant, big old cloak?
Yeah.
Fluffy cloak.
Yeah.
Yeah, Acker probably would have brought that.
Yeah. Is anybody else?
We do have 6 sets of warm clothes in the bag of holding.
Right.
Anyone wants some
Yeah.
or all of a set?
Or I'll take like a coat.
Excellent. Have it.
I am in fact covered in fur, but I will take a coat.
Yeah, I'll
Okay. Anyone else? Everyone basically getting some warm weather gear or
Yeah. Well, cold weather gear, but yeah.
cold weather. You know what I meant.
Yeah.
I know what you meant.
Okay.
I would probably
so what do
be
you-
holding out as long as I could because I want to keep looking at my newfound tattoos because
Ye-
I'm so full of myself.
Sure. You be able to hold out for maybe 15 minutes before you start taking some type of frostbite damage.
We like see him
It's pretty cold.
I'd probably wait like 10 minutes, be like, nah, I'm fine, I'm not that cold, and then 10 minutes later be like, all right, I'm fucking cold.
Yeah, especially because they're fresh done, so it makes it even worse for you. At first, it feels really good, there's that burning sensation, and it's just, it's painful, but you take it, but after a while, yeah, it gets too much. So what are you guys gonna be looking for? What do you want to do?
like the bones show the path.
Yeah, so it gives you a waypoint of how, you see that the bones, and then you see, on the map that they're the direction you need to travel. There doesn't seem to be like a defined path per se. Maybe if you were another, 15 to 20 feet taller, similar to a giant, you'd be able to see a path a little bit better. But from your guys' standpoint, it's here's the waypoint you have. In that direction is the stronghold.
And Bob, Acro would have gotten the Sentinel Shield and Flame Tongue.
So, okay. Okay. So if
Wait.
whoever, what's that?
I have Waith with me. I'm not.
Wait,
It's not equipped right now.
Platoons.
here
So
we go.
So who's going to take the lead in trying to get to this stronghold?
Acker probably would.
Not me.
Okay. So then Akra, I need you to make a survival check.
Right, I've not been in this territory before.
No.
No. Does my wanderer background feat help?
What is that? Probably not.
It sounds like I'm a master of terrain. Hold on. I know it's useful because it's helped us in the past, and I think it prevents us from getting